is the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. Well, hello and welcome to Give Me a Hall Yeah. I hope everyone there, right there in Yorkshire, is having a nice day. Bang, bang. Have a nice day. Yeah.
Welcome to the Give Me a Hall Yeah Wrestling Podcast. My name's Dan. Alongside me, we've got the legend that is Dom. Let's just unmute him. You've got yourself muted still, Dom. Come on.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Nice work, man. Well done. Well done.
Thank you. How are we doing?
You were on it more than I was there. I am half asleep. Well done. That's Dan's first time doing the intro. You smashed that.
I try my best.
Dan is going to be doing the majority of your Raw this evening. I have been up since 6 a.m. and I am flagging like a beast. Not that Beast's flag. Beast probably keep going. Beast probably go and go and go and go and go like Ric Flair on a jet engine. Whatever. Oh no, that's not the phrase, is it? What's the phrase?
Flying, limousine riding, high flying.
Absolutely.
Kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing, son of a gun.
Yeah, so I'm not Ric Flair. I'm definitely not Ric Flair. I'm like a shadow of Ric Flair. I'm like a husk of what Ric Flair is right now. I am feeling it. So Dan is in control. Dan is the man for Raw for tonight because he is in control of everything. He could mute me if he wanted to. He could take me off the stream. He could just do an NWO and completely take over the podcast if he wanted. Dan has the power this evening because I will not be here for the whole thing because I have no balls and I can't cope with Raw. So yeah, I'm tired and I want to go to bed. And also it's my 2-year anniversary with Emma, and I don't want to be like a complete. Yeah, I'm trying to think of another wrestling pun. I don't want to be like what's a good
Zack Ryder.
Yeah, like a Zack Ryder. I was gonna say Val Venus, but the big Val Volsky, he can go. He can go like a champion. But I don't want to be, I don't want to be limp. I don't want to be. Oh, there you go. No, wait a second. I don't want to be like John Cena, doing missionary, every single night. I want to excite Emma. I want to give her, a good time. I want to show her a good time. And right now, guys and girls and people of non-specific gender, I am not in that mood. I am not in that zone. I haven't had a cup of tea. I feel like I'm about to vom. I think it's just extreme tiredness. Do you know what I mean? It's set in. So I'm like, bleh. So yes, but we're here. We're doing Raw because we love you guys. We love being here. We love doing Raw, whether it's 2 people, whether it's 5 people, whether it's 10 people. We do not give a monkeys because if we did, we'd be done by now. We'd have quit by now. We'd have been finished by now. We'd have been given our future endeavors. We'd have been Bray Wyatted. Yeah. We'd have been flipping. We'd have been Bronson Reeded, by now, by the great powers that be, i.e., probably Anthony, and we'd have been future endeavored. But no, we're here because we're dedicated. Have I got the date right on the description? Yes, I have. That's good news. I did all this like a few days ago, trying to be really organized, and then clearly it didn't fucking work. Excuse my language. Clearly it didn't work. Because I was still right up until this. I was like, oh no, I haven't put the tags in on YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been a bit of a minefield, but we're up. Let's do some. In fact, Dan, there you go.
Yes.
You do me some comments, buddy.
Already we've got Jeremy Stanley in shouting "Big Dom."
Yeah, what's up?
That might be what Emma's shouting later on.
What's up, Jeremy? Good to see you, buddy.
Got Jack in, the awesome moderator that we have. Same as always.
Yes, we have.
They were saying I was there, but where?
Yeah.
We need a bit more description, Jack. Come on.
He was in the kitchen. He was in the wrestling kitchen the other day.
Well, yeah, true. He also sort of stuck his head in here. Had a look in all sort of my game room, my streaming room.
Absolutely, yeah. You've been here, Jack. You've been here. You've seen it. You have peeked behind the curtain. You have appeared into our lives, into our very souls, into our respective bodies. You have slept with us not with us directly in our beds, but you've slept with us, you have eaten with us, you have watched wrestling with us. We had a lovely night the other week where we watched what did we watch? WrestleMania 17. We watched a bit of together. That was nice, all in the wrestling living room.
We had Sarah join us as well.
Sarah joined us as well, of course.
Who contributed to the podcast.
Yeah, which was wonderful, and it was a lovely couple of days having Jack come from down south, from that there down south, from that there London, or there and thereabouts, up to Yorkshire, up to East Yorkshire, up to Hull, the great Hull, and coming to hang out and staying on our respective spare couches / beds. Things. I also have just noticed, well, not just noticed, because when I came in earlier, I've not been home for a couple of days, and I came in earlier and I have stolen accidentally Jack's flask. It is on the it's in the wrestling living room. The Wrestle Story flask is in the wrestling living room. So Jack, if you're wondering where your flask is, mate, I have it. It is with me. So next time you come, I shall return it to you. Don't think I'm going to post it to you. I'm too lazy to do that. I'm not putting it in the post. I'm not putting it in an envelope. Not because I don't care about you, just because I can't be asked. So what you can do is you can come up here. You can come right back up to East Yorkshire, and you can claim it for yourself. So yes, but it is with me. Yeah.
We've got Gavin asking how we both are. I'm not doing so bad. First time doing this, so a little bit of nerves, a lot of confidence, hoping to make it a good show. I was Dom tonight.
I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm good. Like I say, Terry, I went to. It's actually been it was a pretty relaxing first part of the day. I was in Harrogate and I was at a spa, and that was really nice. But then I've done a lot of driving since then, and I've literally got back like an hour ago. I tried to have a nap. I had a nice little spoon with Emma, who graciously decided to accompany me to the wrestling household, because obviously we spend most of our time together away from the wrestling household. And the wrestling household is what I return to do the podcasts. So Emma came and we had a little spoon, which was nice. And then I woke up begrudgingly about quarter past midnight, maybe 20 past midnight. Having said to Danny Hargreaves, I was like, well, let's get together at 5:30 midnight and test everything out. And then I moaned and I groaned. And my eyes felt they were going to burst out of my head. Yeah, I've got like a massive headache. So I drank some water. I came onto the stream. H2O, guys, by the way, water, hydration is very important. You cannot stress that enough. We try and be as health conscious as we can on the Give Me a Whole Year Wrestling podcast.
Do we?
Anyway,
really?
Yes, we do, Dan. Yes, we do. We do not endorse Monster Energy drink or Relentless at all on this podcast. But yeah, so I drank some water and then I came on to the podcast, and Dan did, as you can see, a cracking job at setting up the introduction and setting everything up, because I'm going to leave him to it in an hour and a half's time. So yeah, it's good. So he's going to do your outro. He's going to see you out of the end of Raw. But yes, for the meantime, because I am dedicated, because I wanted to see Dan. I wanted to spend some time with him after he came to my house the other day. It was lovely to see you, Dan. It's lovely that you could spend some time with Jack as well. Thank you so much, mate. It's wonderful to have this little community. We were sat in the pub down the road from the wrestling household the other day.
Yeah.
We were talking about the community that we've got. And I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy that our community is here. So
yeah, we had a nice little drink. We had a good chat. We had some good laughs. Went back to the wrestling household, had a bit of pizza and a bit of food.
Oh yeah, we did, absolutely. Yeah,
then we had Sarah and Jack come back here to watch the AEW show.
Yeah, and
we had a good laugh.
It sounded good. Yeah, Anthony, you were saying to me, Anthony didn't get up. He arrived late to the AEW stream, which is fair enough. It's fair enough, man, you know.
Yeah, he does work late, early, long days.
Yeah, man. 3 a.m. is a hard start time. It's a hard start time to cope with, and I respect his dedication. I respect his dedication to the craft. I respect him for being here, for showing up and getting the job done. And obviously, spending time with you guys. I saw that you all showed up. All three of you showed up at the end, which is nice. Together as one whole entity. The Give Me a Whole Year Wrestling podcast triad, the threesome, if you will.
Tripod.
The tripod of the Give Me a Whole Year Wrestling podcast. So so it's good, man.
So what we'll do is, before we get to 1 o'clock and the Raw show itself starts, we'll get through a few of these comments so I'm up to date. We've got Gav congratulating you and Emma.
A nice one, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate it. Good to see you and good to have you here. You are the reason. You are the reason. I don't know what that was. I think I thought it was a Michael Jackson song and then I got it wrong. What's it? Oh, that's We Are the World. I just did We Are the World, but you are the reason. You're the reason we're here, mate. You are the reason we're here, Gav. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of it. And Emma, I'm sure she's sensible and sleeping right now upstairs in the wrestling bedroom. But if not, if she does hop on to the old podcast, I pass on your best. I pass on your best to my.
I was wondering where you was going with that then.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're all very close knit, aren't we? We are a community.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys. It is that kind of day.
Jack said he's seen the Forbidden Curtain now.
Absolutely, you've
which is good.
That. Yeah. Jack's seen where the magic happens.
But yeah, WrestleMania 7, ECW One Night Stand. That's what we sort of watched a bit of that.
Yeah, we did actually. Yeah, we did ECW. We did ECW One Night Stand. That was really good. I really enjoyed watching that. Actually.
Such a good show. I could put that on any time of the day, and I always have a good time watching that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, it was so good. Like, just watching Sabu,
Yeah.
Great to see Sabu have that platform. And the second one I need to watch, actually. I plan is to watch the second one at some point. Maybe I'll save that for when Jack comes around again. Because they had Sabu and John Cena, which people forget. Sabu and John Cena have had a match, I think it was for there was something on the line for that. That's
2006, wasn't that the Rob Van Dam cash-in?
Yeah, but there was definitely a Sabu and was it a Raw match? Sabu and
John Cena, I think that was 2007. That it was on the bigger arena. It wasn't at the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Right. Yeah, Sabu versus John Cena, Extreme Rules Lumberjack match.
Yeah.
ECW. WWE versus ECW head-to-head. Yeah, 2006 was when it first happened.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's in his autobiography, which I bought actually to support him just before Super Genie passed away. I bought Sabu's autobiography, which is a really good read, actually. It's not edited the best, like you know what I mean? It's not a particularly, I wouldn't call it a polished autobiography, but definitely worth a read. Like, if you can imagine him just speaking directly to you, it's pretty good fun.
So Jack's asked, how's the PS5?
So Taryn has been on the PS5 while I've been away, housemate Taryn, but I have not played it. I've not even touched it since you were there. I literally looked upon it. I gazed upon it for the first time since you were around, maybe an hour ago. So yeah. So I'm gonna spend more time with it this week. I'm gonna caress it. Not in the same way that I would caress my darling Emma, but I will caress it nonetheless. I may even rub myself up against it. I may lick it. I may sniff it. I may do things to that PS5 rather. PS5. It's again long day. I may do things to that. I mean, my PS4 is still great. I don't want to neglect it. It can come in. It can be involved in whatever me and the PS5 are doing, if it's consensual. Whatever I get up to with the PS5, the PS4 can certainly be there. It can certainly observe or participate, depending on how comfortable it is doing that. Am I talking about a three-way with machines?
Your consoles, yeah.
I feel like I am. I didn't even see where that was going. I didn't even see where that was going.
Which does happen with yours.
Yeah, it is. You don't even know where it could come from all angles, Dan. It could come from all angles anywhere. There's machine jizz just flying everywhere all the time. Amazing. Oh God,
So,
help us all. God help
well,
us all.
it looks like I've had a good weekend.
Good.
Spent the weekend in London to watch the footy. Went with his girlfriend to watch the Brentford v Arsenal game, which I think was a brilliant result. It was a surprising shock result, Brentford winning 2-0.
Nice.
And then Sunday, Tottenham Hotspur beating Man City, which, I mean, I'm a Liverpool fan myself, so Tottenham beating Man City after they've spent money on Grealish and maybe on Kane is a big sort of shock of a result, I think, which is good.
Yeah, man. I mean,
We've got Crazy Ginger Jake in.
Crazy Ginger Jake is in. Good man. Hey, cracking job, Dad, on doing these comments, buddy. I appreciate you endlessly, by the way, because like, if I wanted to control these comments now, I would have to log in again, and I would have to do it and you would see my head pop in again, but from a different angle, which I imagine would be quite confusing for both you and me. So I am leaving you entirely in control of the comments tonight. So you have the power. You are like He-Man in the Masters of the Universe, they've redone that series on Netflix, and Kevin Smith wrote it and developed it. And you are now my He-Man, and I am your Skeletor. I look like Skeletor, and I feel like Skeletor. I feel evil. I feel like
a bit dead.
I feel a bit dead. I feel like I hate the world. And on that note, not that there's a comparison, of course, between Skeletor and Dan Reed, because Dan Reed is happy and vivacious, full of life. He's got a lot going on right now. Eve Right Girls Wrestling, of course. Dan Reed is in the chat. The mighty Dan Reed, watching Raw again. Who says so? I can see this from the YouTube, by the way, Dan. So
I'll bring it up for us.
I'm not a
so
magician.
Can see it.
I'm not a magician. Watching Raw again. Who says it's self-flagellation is a thing of past? I know, man. Some people are into that. I mean, some people are into that. I know some people that are really into pain. And it's been leveled at me before. Some people in various circles have said, "Do you like pain? Are you into that? Is that your thing?" And you know what? I've always said no. I've tried hot wax, didn't appeal to me. I've tried, some other forms of play, didn't appeal to me. But it turns out, Dan Reed, Pro Wrestling Eve Right Girls of Wrestling. It's about time we got that right. Incredible women's promotion. If nobody's checked it out, go check it out on YouTube. Turns out, Dan Reed, that I am into Raw. I'm into Raw. I'm into watching Raw every week. That is my kink. I am here. You can't see me, but you can't see me but my pants are down. My dick is out. I am cracking it right now. I'm loving it. I'm feeling the pain. I'm feeling the pump. As Arnie would say, and I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it. I'm feeling it. Feels good. Feels good on the whole. Feels real good on the whole. Yes, give it to me. Give me Raw. You know what I mean?
So I've had a few more comments in. Good one from Jack.
Have you left? I was like, did Dan Hargreaves leave? No, he's still there.
I was just letting you get all your system for a bit.
He wants to feel it with me. Yeah, good. It's good to have Dan reading. We've got the opening credits of Raw. We're getting the recap of Randy Orton, Randall Keith.
Being the bad guy that he always is usually.
I think it's a thing. I think Riddle's into it too. He's into pain too. I think this is the thing. I said it to you last week. I think what's happening is Randy Orton's just playing with him. He's like, I got you. I got you. And Matt Riddle's going to come out being like, Daddy, what can I do to earn your approval? Here he is again. Look, starting strong on Raw. Randall Keith with his big snake coming down from the rafters on CGI form, as if it bites you. It didn't do that before. That's frightening. As someone that's scared of snakes, Dan, I do not appreciate that. I do not want that. I don't want to feel
Is there
that.
many things you're not scared of?
Well, not actually. Come to think of it, not a lot. I'm pretty scared of a lot of things. Like, I'm not scared of stairs. You would think I would be scared of stairs.
Hmm.
You know, yeah, no, everything else. I'm pretty scared of stairs, but but yeah, nothing. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not scared of stairs, rather, but I'm pretty scared of everything else. What are you scared of, Dan?
I don't think I'd say there's anything I'm what I would call truly scared of. There's things that worry me, but
What
that's
worries
more
you?
sort of not being able to pay bills as usual,
Yeah.
stuff like that, but not something what would sort of spark fear and sort of leave me motionless and sort of dripping with cold sweat. I
Yes.
mean,
So no fear and dread. No fear and dread. Then
no,
Dan.
I mean, heights don't bother me. I've done a skydive, bungee jumps. I'm a big adrenaline junkie, so a lot of stuff like that doesn't bother
Of
me.
course you are. Yeah, I did see. Yeah, I did know that of you about you. Yeah, I'd kind of forgotten. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's awesome, man.
I mean, I've held some of the sort of biggest spiders on the planet, glide spiders, big tarantulas, scorpions. I've had 16-foot
Why?
boa constrictors around my neck
Why?
because I find them interesting. I find them quite cool and sort of fascinating.
Like,
So stuff like
like
that doesn't scare me.
so like the idea that they might be thinking, "I'm gonna fuck you up." Pardon my language. This is because Anthony's not here.
Yeah,
And also, Dan Reed will appreciate my language, but yeah, you don't fear that they're going to just be thinking, "I'm going to kill you." I could just kill you in a second. I could
no,
mess you up in a second.
not even slightly.
Cool. I respect that. Randall Keith in the ring, Dan, giving a
Yeah,
promo, talking about how he doesn't care about Riddle.
yeah. And he's gone back to what I was saying a couple of weeks ago, where when he's the bad guy, he always wears a sleeveless jacket.
Oh yeah, interesting.
Whereas last week, before anything happened, he had a proper sleeve jacket on.
Interesting
Yeah,
thought. 14-time world champion Randall Keith. Randy Orton doesn't owe anybody anything, he says. Can you hear my stream audio at all?
not at my end. If anyone else can, let them know. Let us know in the comments if you can.
Yeah, I
please.
think I can hear. I can maybe hear a little bit of yours.
Okay, 1 second. How's that from your side?
Yep. Oh, good man. I mean, as much as I'd like to feel from your end, I also don't want us to be struck off YouTube.
Yes,
But
definitely not.
one day I'll feel your end, and it will be glorious, I imagine.
Gotta wait for that to happen.
Right. So, is this Randy Orton talking about Omos?
And now KO chant, even though he's meant to be a bad guy, which is nice. Shows how over he is.
Nice. So we're going to see Randy Orton versus Omos tonight, guys.
Yeah.
That was clever. Nice little bit of sound work.
Yeah.
Randy Orton did the RK, and then we got the bro. That was cool. Riddle is still wearing the RK Bro merch. Riddle still looks happy, still desperate for the approval of his daddy.
Oh, Randy's still wearing the RK Bro stuff as well.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed it last week. I didn't.
He's got the RKO knee pads on, but the jacket he's got is the RK Bro edition.
Oh,
You have a look on the back of it.
Yeah. You're right. Randy Orton says he highly doubts that Riddle knows why he hit him with an RKO last week. Riddle thinks Randy Orton is just teaching him. Again, the parent-teacher sort of dynamic here.
Yeah.
Coming out. Riddle thinks that he got the RKO wrong, and that's why Randy hit him with the RKO.
Riddle wants to sort of give the team another go, which crowd seem to be into. I'm into it. We think they're a really good pairing.
Riddle saying that Randy Orton needs him. Stand a chance against Omos. Graham Small is in. Nice to see you, dude. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. And AJ Styles coming out. Dude, I'm gonna watch this promo, this opening segment, man. I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea because I
don't blame you, dude.
Bagging like a mofo.
Yeah,
I'm like feeling it. Almost coming out with AJ Styles.
If you need sort of waking up.
Yeah, good work.
There you go. If you want one.
Why has nobody thought of RK No yet? That's clever. AJ Styles is clever.
Yeah.
Dan Reed has been non-stop busy, I can only imagine, prepping for a big wrestling event down south coming up. Wrestle Queendom. Go and check out once again Eve Right Girls of Wrestling on YouTube if you haven't yet. No one will be able to say Randy from AJ's own personal close Omos.
He is still an absolute beast.
He is.
I still think the jacket that he's wearing just makes him look like a market trader. I don't know why. In my head, that's all I've got.
It's a very nice jacket. It's a very nice jacket.
Very, very suave looking, but in my head, it's a market trader style jacket. You can just hear him shouting about fruit and veg.
Yeah. They're definitely setting up for that title match at SummerSlam, aren't they? Tag Team Championships.
Yeah. And I think because of how over RK Bro are, I could see him taking it.
Randy's just looking confused. He doesn't know what's going on.
No. Well, sounds like we're getting Riddle versus AJ.
Nice. Also,
which will be a great match.
That's not 3 letters, is it, RK Bro? But anyway, we'll just skip over that.
Yeah.
Nice to see some masks in the crowd as well, Dan.
Yeah.
Finally. So Riddle versus AJ Styles next, Dan. As we head into the break.
That'll be great fun.
Absolutely. So looking forward to that. It should be a good, fingers crossed, a good start to Raw.
Yeah. We'll get through some of the comments while we're waiting. Gav Jarman, again, glad Christian won the Impact World Championship.
That was amazing.
Rampage. Brilliant match.
Yeah, awesome. Christian, it feels like Christian's getting the support and the props he deserves by him getting that win over Kenny Omega, of course. The belt machine.
Did you hear about what happened a couple of days ago with Andrade and Kenny Omega?
I saw that Ric Flair showed up on AAA. I didn't watch the clip, but I've seen a couple of photos.
Yeah, it was Andrade and Kenny Omega for the AAA World title. And originally, it was meant to be Andrade winning. But
Right.
Tony Khan stepped in and said, I don't want my star losing 2 matches in a row. So he vetoed it.
Right.
And that's why Kenny Omega ended up winning.
Okay.
Which is quite interesting.
It is
Wants
interesting.
keeping this top guy looking as strong as possible, which I can't blame him.
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, there's two things that come from that. Ric Flair. So how did Ric Flair get involved?
I think basically it was Don Callis couldn't show up for some reason, and obviously Andrade and Charlotte are together. Charlotte's dad is Ric Flair, so it was like a natural sort of progression to get Ric Flair there. Now he's not under WWE contract.
Absolutely, yeah, makes sense. That makes total sense. I mean, the other question is, you're saying Tony Khan vetoed it. Do you think that was a decision that AAA agreed with? Do you think that was a positive decision?
I do, because you don't really want your biggest star to lose 2 title matches in a row, especially when you're still trying to build your own brand.
I understand. I do understand that. You're right. Yeah. My concern is that Tony Khan maybe stepping on a few toes. But obviously, who am I to say?
Graham Small's gone from Facebook to YouTube, so he can still listen to us while he's walking around.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for sticking with us. Jack's kittens are annoyed at him. They can smell Randy and Lou.
Yeah, Randy, of course. I believe is Randy Sarah's.
Sarah's the little pooch, yeah.
Yeah, and then Lou is, of course, ours, the Give Me a Whole Yeah dog, who you'll be seeing a lot more of when me and Emma move into the new wrestling household later on this year. Lou is, of course, he's the best dude in the world, and I look forward to you all meeting him properly. Jack got the opportunity to do so, and I believe he's very happy about it. I believe that because Lou was a huge fan of Jack, because he can sense good people. He doesn't like dickheads. Does our dog.
Again, end of AW Rampage. I know we're on a WWE stream, but Jamie Hayter turning up in AW.
Yeah, absolutely.
What a shock!
Absolutely. Me and Jack both had a moment because we watched it together on the wrestling couch, and we were both like, "Hang on a sec," because we both were like, "Is that Becky Lynch?" Obviously.
I thought exactly the same thing.
Logic just left us. Logic just left us for a bit. It was a great moment. Great to see from the UK, of course. Jamie Hayter, obviously got a lot of pedigree in the British wrestling scene, and also it's great to see her have that platform.
Yeah, and from what she's done Right Girls Wrestling Eve forming as well, hasn't she?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Dan has gone to bed like a sensible human being, like somebody that's got a big event planned coming up in a few days. Riddle now,
27th of August.
There you go, absolutely 27th of August coming up. So go and support you. I know you can watch that live on YouTube on the Eve Right Girls Wrestling YouTube. So do tune in. Don't forget to subscribe if you like cool, independent, exciting women's wrestling from the UK. Definitely, if you're interested in trying it out, you cannot go wrong with Eve Pro Wrestling. Dan, I'm just going to make myself a brewman, so I'm going to remove myself from the stream. And make myself a cup of tea. I'll be back post haste.
Not a problem. See you shortly.
Bye.
How we're doing? We've got Riddle and we've got AJ Styles in the ring. Almost on the outside. Again, looking an absolute beast. Looking at it, it looks like Randy Orton's disappeared. So he might be leaving Riddle to fend for himself, which sounds like a Randy Orton thing to do. Sasha Banks and Belair at SummerSlam may not be happening. Do we have any reason on that one, Jack? Let us know in comments. Christian Omega match twice, yeah, brilliant match. Shock ending, as I said a few minutes ago, but really enjoyable all the way through. Gav, Christian could take the AEW Championship. Beating Kenny Omega once is a rare thing, so beating him twice could be a very strange sort of occurrence. I think they will be saving it for Hangman though, but it could happen. Maybe a transitional champion to put on Christian for moving it on to Hangman Page, which could always happen. So couldn't find a definitive reason, but let's go, Jack. Let's see what I've got to say on that one. Later on tonight, we're going to have Goldberg and Lashley in a face-to-face. Probably to sort of go through more promo for the SummerSlam match. Looks like it could be the global pandemic sort of causing these issues, which again is no surprise, especially with the Delta variant running rampage at the minute. So I've got Riddle on the apron, AJ on the outside. Nice big forearms from Matt Riddle, or Riddle, I should probably say. Big floating bro from Riddle, springboard edition. Really nice. Oh, Dom's away. We're going a little advert for Chucky. I still think that looks absolutely fantastic. I'm a big Chucky fan. A lot of the sort of old school sort of slasher horror type Halloween, Freddy Krueger style, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Love all them films. Even stuff like Chucky, Gremlins, all great fun. Really do enjoy them. So bringing another Chucky sort of franchise edition out, which just really does excite me. At the minute, we are on the commercial still. So Jack said, as a parting gift, on your way back, I presume, to London, your old work asked if you wanted to go to a reunion. What is it you used to do, Jack? Is it the cinema or is it something else? Let us know. So at the minute, we've got 5 people in. We've got 3 people liking the video. If you haven't already, like the video, share the video, subscribe to us. Tell your friends about us. Let them know that we do live wrestling sort of content every week, pretty much. AEW, WWE. So we've still got commercial breaks. So we had Mick Foley do our little intro today. Just sort of saying, give me a whole year. So I thought we've got the Cactus Jack t-shirt on tonight. The old school Cactus Jack. First Cactus Jack match I watched was 2000 Royal Rumble when he went against Triple H in the street fight, Madison Square Garden. Still probably my top 5 all-time pay-per-views. Brilliant, love it from start to finish. Opening match, You had Kurt Angle go against the debut Taz. Brilliant match. Really put Taz over. Came out and absolutely dominated. You had an absolutely brilliant tables match. The Hardys and the Dudley Boys. You had a triple threat match for the Intercontinental title. Chris Jericho and Chyna was joint title holders with Hardcore Holly as the third person. Brilliant Royal Rumble match, I thought. I really do like it. Ended up being The Rock winning with Big Show last man to be eliminated, but they carried the storyline forward into No Way Out 2000, saying that The Rock's floor hit first, which technically it did. Triple H v Cactus Jack, Hell in a Cell, Jack says. No Way Out 2000. Again, a brilliant match. Mick Foley put his body on the line, as he always used to do in them sort of matches. Brilliant send-off. Once it had finished, it did look very emotional walking back to the backstage area. But they brought him back for WrestleMania 2000. From what I know, on Linda McMahon's behalf, to sort of say that he got his WrestleMania moment after doing so much for the company. We're now back with Raw. We've got Riddle in the ring with AJ Styles. And both sort of going at it. You've got Riddle going for a German suplex with a bridging pin, going a 2 count. Riddle seems to be having a bit of an issue with his leg. AJ's doing his quick attacks, big clothesline, takes Riddle down. AJ with a bit of a neck breaker, goes for a pin, gets 2 count himself. Looks very frustrated at just going the 2 count. So we're getting a 2-on-1 handicap match tonight with Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal's lackeys, basically, which it'll probably be an okay match. It'll just be quite a dominant performance from Drew, I think. That's quite an interesting fact, Jack. Thank you very much for that one. The WWE Network thumbnail for WrestleMania 2000 has the artwork where Jericho has Mick Foley's spot. Yeah, it was a fatal 4-way. The Rock, Triple H, was it Big Show and Mick Foley, but Jericho originally was in that position. But yeah, that was very unusual. They swapped Mick Foley in, obviously, to get him his WrestleMania moment in the main event. AJ had the calf crusher on Riddle. Riddle just makes it to the ropes. So again, AJ's really working that left leg. Both of them slowly making their way back to the feet. Riddle gets an exploder suplex on AJ right into the corner. Yeah, McMahon in each corner, Jack. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great bit of fun. So Riddle going for the floating bro with a bad leg. Omos on the outside just sort of staring down Riddle, causing a distraction. AJ takes the leg out from Riddle. AJ going for the Styles Clash, plants it. See if you can get the pin on that. 1, 2, and the 3 count for that one. So yeah, the distraction finish from Omos causes the win for AJ Styles. Yeah, they were saying that if Randy Orton stayed ringside, the possibility that it would stop Omos distracting. If he distracted, obviously the match could have gone a totally different way. But yeah, really nice Styles clash. AJ and Omos showing off their titles. I think we're getting the return of Dom. Are we back yet?
We are, man.
There we go.
Yeah.
Just in
Yes.
time.
Yeah, so AJ Styles getting the win there over Riddle, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It looked like a decent match from what I saw of it as well.
Yeah, nicely worked. AJ was working Riddle's leg, really putting that over. Card crusher, separate attacks on the leg itself, which was quite good. We're getting a recap at the minute of last Monday's Raw with Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash in the title match.
Yeah, with
Charlotte returning.
Yeah, standing tall there.
You know, I was talking about the AAA match earlier on.
Yeah, man.
Charlotte Flair was backstage at that show.
Oh, there you go. Wonderful.
Yeah. So that was... She was supposedly meant to be at a house show over the weekend.
Right.
But didn't turn up, obviously, with the being at the AAA show. And it caused the crowd to boo Nikki Ash because
Really?
it was advertised that Charlotte was turning up.
Oh, no way.
There was still advertising it up until that morning that Charlotte Flair would be there, even though they probably knew that she wouldn't be.
Wow.
Which is naughty.
Indeed, but a very WWE thing to do, Dan.
Exactly. Survivor Series 99 all over again, really, with Austin.
Wait, did they advertise he was? Oh man, I'm lost.
So Survivor Series 99, they advertised Austin being in the match.
Right, yeah.
And it was when he got run over to take him out so he could get the next surgery.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. But there was advertising him in the match all day and at the top of the few days beforehand, even though they knew he couldn't, he wasn't cleared to compete.
Ah, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I agree, Jack.
I think the crowd are turning on Nikki ASH, dude.
Yeah.
You can hear it in the well, whether it's dubbed or not, you can hear a slight change.
Yeah, Jack's helping me out as well. They advertised Austin and Triple H, but he definitely wasn't going to be there in a wrestling capacity.
Right.
So that's what the whole rundown of Austin was, storyline was, to take him out. So they had a valid reason to keep him off TV.
Mm.
So we've had Nikki Ash come out and we've gone back into commercial break.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Did you see the sign behind her directly? It said
No.
not my hero, and the butterfly crossed out.
Yeah, it shows that she might not be as over as we thought she might have been.
Mm.
Because we thought it was a really good performance and good gimmick, but it might not just be going over with the American crowd.
Yeah. I just don't think it's I don't think it's translated as well as we thought it would.
No.
But I mean, she's a great talent. Maybe we'll see the return of Sanity Nikki, Crazy Nikki, as a result of this. You know, which would be cool. I'd be down for that.
I would. Loses the title, goes into a sort of fit of rage, and turns back into Nikki Cross, Sanity Nikki Cross.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, that would be cool. I'd be absolutely up for that. Absolutely,
I'd be happy watching that. I mean, I watched a few of the old NXT shows with Sanity in matches.
Yeah,
where she was either on the outside or she was one of the members of the match. And some of the bumps she used to take on the outside of the ring was fairly substantial. And she doesn't mind putting her body on the line, it looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. She can definitely go. She's very kind of, she gives it all to the crowd. She does a lot of really cool dives. She's she's definitely an entertaining watch. She was obviously the most entertaining member of Sanity, arguably. Is why she ended up in the situation she did. So,
I mean, I've always loved watching Eric Young perform.
Oh, I love
I don't think that in Sanity he was just allowed to go crazy and really go as over the top into the gimmick as he could.
Yeah,
but it still didn't outshine Nikki Cross.
Nah, Nikki was amazing. Nikki was awesome. What are you doing? Talk about NXT, man, and that time. What are you doing on Sunday? Because they've swapped it round this year, haven't they? They've swapped it round. SummerSlam on Saturday and NXT on Sunday.
Saturday, I'm working all day like I do on pretty much every Saturday.
Right.
Sunday, I'm working, but it is a bit of a later start and an earlier finish.
Right. Okay.
So I'll probably be watching SummerSlam live.
Nice. Yeah, because I'm thinking about doing SummerSlam, but then because I'm taking Emma we're going to North Yorkshire for the day. We're going to do like another. I love spas, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm a man of a fine taste. So we're going out. We're going to stay over at a hotel and have like a night out and
very
spa
nice.
and stuff for the rest and that. So for our anniversary. So I will not be watching NXT, which is gutting in a way because I really wanted to watch that. I mean, I can watch it at any time, the Dragunov and Walter match, but I mean that's the only match I really want to see on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite interested in the Adam Cole. Kyle O'Reilly match because I think that one will be an absolute barnstormer.
Yeah, I would say that Kyle O'Reilly has to go over there as well.
Yeah, it's 2 out of 3 falls as well, which I think that they're gonna sort of do it where Adam Cole does lose, so he's on his back on his way out.
Olympic gold medalist there, Keldon Johnson, I think his name was. Obviously talented young lad. Now we're getting a recap of the match that I missed. Randy Orton walking out on Riddle. Riddle getting ready for a floating bro, distracted by Omos, and then Styles Clash getting the win for AJ there.
Yeah, Jack thinks he same lines as us. If Adam goes, NXT does, because Gargano and Ciampa, to me, are NXT.
Oh, very much so. Through. Very much so.
And if you take one of the legs out of a tripod, it falls over.
Absolutely, man. Riddle's pretty good. He looks sad.
Yeah.
Riddle looking forlorn.
Looked dejected as well, I think.
Yeah, very much so.
We've got Nikki Ash in the ring. We've got Rhea Ripley about to come out. I quite like Rhea Ripley's graphics with the chains and then the drop of her name on the chains.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Like I say, I there is something about I do like about Rhea Ripley. But she doesn't really. I don't know. It's something's not connecting with me, and I'm not sure what it is. Like she's obviously got a lot of talent, but then something's just not connecting.
Yeah, it's for me. It's the look of it. She's got the perfect look for a WWE superstar.
Yeah,
but it doesn't match the character because she's a very polarizing sort of heel-looking character, and she plays really well as a heel. But at the minute, she's trying to be face, and And I think that's where the sort of disjointedness is.
Right.
She's
Yeah.
been sort of slapping hands with the crowd. She's always smiling, but that look, it's more of a evil look.
Yeah, more the
bad
heel.
guy
Yeah.
look. And I mean, the other way that I can sort of look at it is you look at Karrion Kross, he's got a very similar sort of style look-wise, very dark looking. And you just look at him and you just think bad guy all day long.
Yeah.
You look at Rhea Ripley, you think bad guy all day long.
Yes, you do. You're right. You're absolutely right.
And when she's smiling and sort of playing along with the crowd, it just feels very disjointed of, are you a face? Are you a heel? Because she uses heel tactics, but then still plays to the crowd.
Yeah, there is that confusion there. Yeah, no, you're right. Good point, man. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion. She doesn't really work. She's not really working as a tweener. She's not connecting as a tweener, I don't think.
No. I've got Charlotte Flair coming out as well. So she's now back from Mexico John, I think.
Indeed.
Rhea looks annoyed.
Yep. Charlotte Flair coming out to observe the action between Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH.
Got 7 people in the stream. If you haven't, like the video, subscribe, share it to all your friends.
Yeah, we've got
just helps out quite a lot.
We've got a hang on. Let's have a look. That's cool. It's like a like me, please. That's interesting. That sounds a bit weird. Let's have a look. I like that one. There was a good one there. That doesn't move though. There was one that moved. Hang on a sec. Let's see if I can find that one. Yeah, one to support. Yeah, we'll go with that one. We'll keep that one up there for a while.
Yeah.
Nikki ASH raising her hand to the skies. Some of the crowd liking it, some of the crowd disliking it as we go to another commercial breakdown.
Yeah, it seems very commercial heavy tonight. I don't know why. Jack's put hit that like button as if it owes you £579.
Is this a reference to that dude from Bridlington, Jack, that owes you a ton of money?
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Must be.
But yeah, I was a cup of tea tonight.
Really good, man. It's just what I need.
Just
what I need. I think I can hold out till past. You know, I was like, oh, we'll do 2 o'clock, but like I'm gonna go till past now. You know.
Well, if Emma's needing you, I don't mind if you need to go.
It's all right, man. We'll make it work. I like hanging out with you. You know, I like being here. I'll stick around till some till something grabs my. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm devoid of something to grab me for Raw. You know, at the moment, there's nothing grabbing me.
Gimmick.
I always said, I said to you guys, I've said to you guys before, like in the 90s, it was like the 1-2-3 Kid, and then Mick Foley was the other one, and that made me interested in other characters. You know, that made me want to watch because I was waiting. I was paying attention because I was paying attention to get to that point or to that segment with Mick Foley or Mankind or Dude Love or Cactus Jack. And I used to do the same thing with Raw and the Fiend and stuff. I used to be I used to be like, oh, cool. You know, the Randy Orton
stuff
is like I'd be like, oh, I'm trying to think of something else that I know, but like I'd appreciate other performers. You know, I'd be like, oh, cool. Well, Randy Orton's doing some really good work at the moment, or I'm really liking what Matt Riddle's doing, or AJ Styles.
Yeah,
but because I'd be paying attention because I'd be watching Raw to see what would happen with the Fiend and stuff like that. And obviously we don't have that anymore. I don't have that personally, and that's a shame. You know, I'm not.
Yeah.
You know, I'm quite sad about that, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally with you with that one. I still keep watching the background of any of the backstage segments just to see if any of the characters pop up.
Yeah. There's a couple of people talking about it being a storyline, but it feels like a bit of a dick thing to do.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So yeah, I agree, Jack. Dom does make an excellent brew.
Oh man, yeah. I'm really glad that you I'm glad that you dig it.
Yeah. Anyone who makes a cup of tea from Yorkshire should know how to make a cup of tea.
Well, I'll leave the tea bag in as well, don't I?
That's the proper way to do it.
I'm going to edit the banner.
So we're back now on Raw. We've got Charlotte on commentary. We've got Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley in the ring.
Oh.
You got it sorted?
Yeah, I'm just editing our banner.
Okay. Nice vertical suplex from Rhea Ripley. Goes for a pin. Gets 2 count.
Yep.
So tonight we're getting Moist TV.
Moist TV, yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
With Johnny Drip Drip. With the Miz as a special guest.
There you go. Moist TV is Johnny Drip Drip's new segment. I like that. He's got his own TV show now. It's good.
So we've now got Kurt, Manchester United fan, Australia. Good morning from Australia, guys. Good morning. Very early morning from the UK.
Yes, indeed. Very, very early morning. But thank you for being here with us, dude. Appreciate it. Nikki ASH coming in, hitting a lovely Hurricane Rana, Tilt-a-Well Hurricane Rana on Rhea Ripley.
That was a good start on Saturday for Manchester United, wasn't it, Kurt? 5-1 to 1. Really good performance overall.
From Nikki ASH. Yeah, I need to get back. I really enjoyed the World Cup. I need to get back into football, man. I haven't watched football for years.
Yeah. It's one thing that I do. I do really sort of keep my eye on. Pretty much every week I'll watch whatever live games are on if I can.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. I used to work in a betting shop.
Yeah.
So basically being around sport all day, you basically got into pretty much everything. So depending on what time of the day it was, you had different sports on. So mornings, it was really stuff like cricket.
Yeah.
And it was like sort of golf, tennis, sort of afternoonish. And then obviously evenings, it was usually football.
Mm-hmm. Nikki Ash did hit a tornado DDT to get a near fall on Rhea Ripley, but it's just been caught, and now a beautiful fisherman suplex by Rhea Ripley on Nikki.
Good bridge to go for the pin as well. Only gets a 2 count. Rhea looking quite frustrated, not going the 3 count.
Roll up by Nikki ASH. 1, 2, kick out. Big boot now from Rhea. Oh, ripcord. Riptide. Oh, got
Riptide.
It. Wow, they've not been protecting so Nikki ASH, have they?
No. And it just seemed to come out of nowhere.
Charlotte Flair reminding us all that Rhea Ripley has not pinned her.
So on Saturday, who do we think is getting the title? Is Nikki going to keep it, or
no?
I think
Charlotte's going for it.
Yeah,
Charlotte's getting it, I think.
So is this Nikki about to turn heel, do we think?
She's attacking Charlotte. Getting intense, getting some of that crazy sanity vibe.
Rhea Ripley just laughing from the inside of the ring.
Rhea Ripley now with a clothesline. Nikki with a drop kick. Double team. Big kick. And out of the ring by Nikki ASH. Now the two people that were just fighting are standing side by side with each other, which is an odd turnaround.
So Jack has asked, are those Funkos a nightmare to dust? Well, now you've seen how many I've got, Jack, you'll realise it takes me about a full day to sort of get everything sorted. And yeah, going through all of the shelves, going through all of them, wiping them all down, it is a long, arduous process.
Recap of Baron Corbin's cameo on Raw. Getting being destroyed by Drew, rather. Jinder now backstage. It's great to see Jinder back in a prominent position, Dan.
Yeah. I was never a fan of him as world champion, but he's a good bad heel.
Yeah.
It is sort of like the stereotypical foreign heel gimmick, but it does work quite well, no matter who's doing it.
So we're getting Veer and Shanky getting a handicap match against Drew tonight.
Jack's looking forward to a shorter pay-per-view on Saturday.
Yeah, is it going to be shorter? Cool.
Well, I think it'll be about the 3-hour mark, as it seems to be. But they have been like 4 hours sort of years in the sort of past.
Yeah.
Trying to make it as big as WrestleMania, but
yeah, of course.
I mean, I think fans are just glad to be back, and they'd prefer a 3-hour quality show than a 4 or 5 hour mediocre show.
Yeah. Drew with the cheesy sword in the stone there. A little bit over the top. But yeah, 2-on-1 handicap match coming out.
And to me, that whole entrance, putting it in the stone, just to take it straight back out again 5 seconds later is completely pointless.
Yeah, it's really, it's all for show, but it's just over the top.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's so much more impressive if you do a big pose with the sword to set the fireworks off than anything else. If you just sort of go like that with a sword, set the fireworks off, it's more impactful than putting it into a stone.
Absolutely, yeah. Drew raising up Angela, I believe it is. And there we just saw in the corner more fireworks and pyro than the barbed wire death match, Kenny Omega and Moxley. That was a similar level of pyro.
Yeah.
Imagine in a WWE creative meeting for those guys. We're going to put you with Jinder Mahal, and we're going to call you Rhea and Shanky.
Yeah.
Yes, mate. You look like a Shanky. You know.
Oh, Jack's put in that Drew has a massive chopper.
He does.
Yeah.
Right. Samoa Joe. That's also going to be ace. Joe and Cross will be awesome.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm more looking to that than I am SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Because they know how to put on a wrestling pay-per-view.
Of course.
And do we think that Samoa Joe's going to win?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, Karrion Kross is now on the main roster. They're positioning him, conditioning him for that main roster run, aren't they? I think.
Yeah. And again, another commercial break. Like I said, it feels very, very sort of break heavy today.
Yeah, very break heavy today. Yeah. Oh, dear me.
It still feels weird to me that everywhere else calls them lays and we call them walkers.
Yeah, it is odd, isn't it?
It's very, very strange to me. So Jack's put CM Punk was mentioned in an NFL game at the weekend.
Nice.
What match was it? Was it Jack? Who was playing?
You got any other exciting hopes for tonight, Dan? You think anything's going to kick off? Think there'll be something ahead of SummerSlam that you're particularly interested in, or not at all?
I don't think we'll see anything big happen. I think it'll be more next Monday, possibly Becky Lynch returning.
Nice. Yeah, well, we'll definitely be there for that. You, hopefully, one of us, as in Anthony or I, might be doing some coverage this weekend of SummerSlam if possible.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think, but I will be. I may not be there for SummerSlam, and I'm definitely not there for NXT. So the 27th. Oh, yes, SummerSlam 21st, NXT 22nd. So, yeah, some of us will be there. Dan showing off you showed off your Mick Foley t-shirt there, Dan. To sort of further endorse our cameo from the one and only Hardcore Legend.
Yeah, I'm sat reading one of his biographies at the moment.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's one person I'd love to just sit down and just have a beer with. Because I just reckon he's got some massively entertaining stories from everywhere he's worked.
Yeah, Dan Reed also gave us a story about Mick Foley working for him in one of his earlier promotions, and that's awesome, you know.
It seems to be such a giver in the wrestling community.
Absolutely, really supportive, nurturing.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah, I've also got the red and black flannel shirt to go with it as well.
Nice.
So if I do ever sort of need to throw a quick costume together, I've got my Cactus Jack.
Good man. Good man. MVP outside Bobby Lashley's dressing room.
Sending a lackey to go get some bits for Lashley.
Some chicken breast and some purified water. MVP recapping Goldberg, spearing him. MVP walking now into Bobby Lashley's locker room. The recap of Goldberg getting a spear on MVP. Goldberg and Bobby Lashley face to face.
I think there'll be some physical confrontation tonight between them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Jack's put his watching because he thinks Maven will return.
Maven is in Wrestle Story Maven, our Maven, or Maven.
Tough
Maven
enough
from
winner,
Tough,
Maven.
Tough Enough Winner, yeah. We saw Maven at One Night Stand. He was in the Raw representatives that came to One Night Stand. It was weird actually. Yeah. I noticed him. I was like, whoa, it's been ages since I've seen him.
And my favourite thing that he ever did was get his ass kicked by The Undertaker after eliminating from the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
He won a couple of hardcore titles, I think.
Yeah.
Let me check. It'd be interesting to see here. I think he's working in accounts now or something. He does something.
Yeah. Hey, we've got Jamel in tonight.
Nice one, Jamel. Hey, dude. Yeah, he's not wrestled since 2016.
Jack more like Blackhammer. Yeah,
Jack
he had been retired sort of quite a while from the ring.
Yeah. Oh yes, the Lackhammer Slam, Jackhammer Slam. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I still wouldn't want to take one. He's still pretty tough.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It might be, is he 54 now? But he can still probably kick both of our asses in one go.
Absolutely.
So I've got a good question from Devin.
Cool.
We're 4 nights away from CM Punk debuting as All Elite. How do you think it's going to go down, Dom?
That's a really good question, Devin. Nice to see you, and thank you for being with us, dude. How do I think it's going to go down? I think there was somebody was talking about how it would be great to have the lights go down at some point during the broadcast, and then MJF is the person that is in the ring when the lights come up. So people assuming that CM Punk is coming down, maybe in the middle of, I'm trying to think of the middle of a match, or maybe at the end of a match, or a segment of its own. The lights go out. But MJF is the person that's standing there, and then CM Punk comes out after that to confront MJF. I think that would be a great.
That would really work.
Yeah,
because it'd be such a good tease of the lights going down, and then the super badass heel that MJF is, just getting some massive heat.
Yeah, absolutely. Your thoughts, Dan? What do you think is going to happen?
Honestly, I hadn't actually thought about it. I think there might be something with Kenny Omega in the ring, sort of asking that he's beaten everyone else that he's needed to, and he needs a new challenger. I mean, we know that it's probably going to be Hangman Page that takes the title, but
yeah,
it could be a shock introduction to bring him in and say, I want a title shot down the line.
Yeah.
Depending on who wins. But yeah, I mean, I like the sound of your way. I think that'll be a great way to bring him in.
Yeah, I'd love to. You're right. I'd love to see him in a championship position, but I think maybe it's too early to put him in that position right now.
Yeah.
But I think people would love that. I mean, what a great way to, him coming in to destroy Kenny Omega. What a newsworthy what a bit of news that would be.
Yeah. Jack's throwing his pennies in. MJF will come out to Labour 5 to Cult of Personality. Again, massive heat moment.
Yeah.
Teasing with that song would be absolutely insane.
I think that's the way to do it for sure.
Yeah. That's depending on if Tony Khan has got the sort of license to be able to use the song.
Oh yeah, I think he will be able to, yeah.
Yeah. For someone that big, I reckon he'll throw the money at it to get him.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I watched the first episode talking to CM Punk. I know he stars in it. I watched the first episode of Heels last night with Emma. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's got Stephen Amell in it. It's really cool. I know CM Punk is in it.
Devin's put in his mind it's going to be a match between Darby Allin and Punk, which Punk ends up winning, shows his respect to Darby, but Darby then turns heel, and then attacks Sting afterwards. Again, very interesting sort of take on it. And
really
again,
interesting. Love that.
I think
Love that, mate.
Really be good.
Yeah, I love that, dude. Absolutely.
What a cool idea. Hope it's not a CM Punk lookalike, but that'd be quite funny.
Drew McIntyre bending down, speaking for Shanky. Apparently, Shanky saying he's sorry he can't be as confident and as sexy as Drew. Drew saying he's going to embarrass Jinder. Drew wants to create a moment at Jinder's expense. People are not digging the idea of Jinder winning at SummerSlam.
No.
The hands are raising for Drew to win at SummerSlam. Drew saying that Jinder is screwed at SummerSlam.
Jack Spoyer thinks it'd be better if Bryan Danielson goes for the strap, which, yeah, I think he'd be more suited to go in early for a title than CM Punk would be.
Yeah.
And Jamel's put wax on, wax off Danielson.
Charlotte Flair now backstage with Postman Pierce and Sonya Deville. Charlotte Flair having to find a partner now. for a tag match between her and Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley.
Who do we think it'll be?
Don't know, man. John Morrison out now for the, what was it? The drip show, the Moist TV. I love the fact that Morrison now has his own segment, man.
Yeah. Devin's put in, imagine if Daniel Bryan debuts instead and comes out to Final Countdown. That would be absolutely awesome. I would love to see that.
That'd be really cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Recap last Monday of the spraying by the Miz. The spraying by the Miz. weird sentence. Damian Priest getting the win over Morrison. Big forearm from Damian Priest.
Probably still the best, one of my favorite moments last week.
Yeah, the dripstick. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Really, really good segment, and the Miz just playing the chicken heel just always makes me giggle.
Yeah, just legging it out of there.
Yeah. After pretending to be injured for so long.
Moist TV. That is amazing. Look at that's amazing. In the bubble, that's wicked. In like the water bubble, Miz is there. That's great.
Jamal's asked if did Jinder Mahal ever get his motorcycle fixed? I don't think so.
No,
we've not seen anything from it.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. If you can give us a like and a subscribe and all that knackers, we really appreciate it.
So Jamel's put the stars at night are big and bright deep in the heart of Texas. To me, that's a Big Bang Theory reference, but I don't think that is where it originated from.
No, I'm trying to think where that came from.
Yeah. So Devon's put John Morrison's not happy that the Miz lied to him about the injury. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy if I was sort of pushing someone around for weeks at a time when I wasn't really injured, making me do all the legwork.
A lot of people on social media talking about CM Punk week, Dan. I know, man. Honestly, I honestly think this could be a big bust.
Yeah, I think after all of the teases, if he doesn't turn up, AEW is going to either lose some serious viewership, or people are just going to really, really sort of lose their sort of marbles. From it if it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So Jack's covered my back. It's a song in Texas. Yeah. I guess that bit, Jack, I didn't know if it was just like a little folk song in the area or if it was actually a proper song or anything like that.
Devin says we talk about some predictions for tonight. John Morrison not happy that Miz lied to him, as you alluded to. Then apologize. So Miz apologizes and then attacks him. That's an interesting little throwing some wood on the fire there, Devin, for these predictions. Quite excited. That'd be quite good. I'd like to see. I've often said I'd like to see Morrison, go face against Miz. I think there's a time and a place for that for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think there's much better timing.
No.
Because I think Johnny Drip's over, and if he's over, and Miz attacks him, it's just going to drive it even more.
Of course he's over. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Devon's put, it feels like Moist TV is going to be like a SpongeBob style Miz TV soon.
Yeah, I mean, that could be interesting.
Quite fun. Really good fun.
Yeah.
Really good ideas from Devon tonight.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Jack's put a good one in for you.
Dom, as you sit there, as hopefully as comfortable as possible, I have a lot to get off my chest. I'm the best in that ring, on that microphone. Hell, even on comments, you are, Jack. You are the man. I mean, what kind of? I mean, I think Anthony is doing that live, isn't he? And I believe on Friday, Jack, you are going to be on the stream as a special guest, because obviously Chicago and CM Punk mean a lot to you. I really hope it's everything you want it to be. I really do.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of potential for it to go wrong. I think there's a lot of potential for it not to live up to the hype. And so for me and for you as your friend, as someone that loves you, respects you, Jack, I hope that you get everything you desire on Friday. But personally, I can only see it. I can only see it going terribly wrong. And CM Punk maybe shows up, but as a promo instead of in the ring, something goes wrong, and then Tony Khan's what was the word? Overpromised, underdelivered again.
Yeah.
We're now getting the Elias turn, the change. Elias putting his guitar in the fire.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what this new gimmick will be.
Elias is dead. Guitar in the fire. What are we going to see? What do you guys think of the potential new Elias gimmick?
I think, depending on how it goes, it's going to be a darker version of sort of the similar character that he's already playing, but just without sort of the music side.
Could be cool, man.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love he's got drip in his hair. That's cool.
It looks so cool, doesn't it?
I mean, it looks pretty cheesy, but also there is something cool about it. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I could pull it off. I think you could probably pull it off, Dom.
Maybe one day, man. Maybe one day I'll give it a go. The Miz coming out.
Yeah, Jack was at Survivor Series 2011 when CM Punk won the belt. That's where a lot of the love started for CM Punk, I think, Jack. I mean,
yeah,
when
I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine that was a beautiful moment for you, Jack.
Yeah. I mean, it was brilliant in ECW, and I mean, Paul Lane was massively fighting to get him to win the disaster that was Extreme Elimination Chamber, December to November 2006.
Yeah. Which I would watch again. I would watch again, but other people.
It constantly gets voted the worst pay-per-view WWE have ever done.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What was the card for that?
Officially, there was only 2 matches announced beforehand, which was the Extreme Elimination Chamber, and I think it was it the Hardys versus Eminem?
Yeah.
Everything else was done on the night.
2006. Yeah, so you had Bobby Lashley versus Big Show, Test, Rob Van Dam, Hardcore, and CM Punk. Ariel and Kevin Thorne versus Kevin Kelly and Mike Knox. Daivari versus Dreamer. Daivari with the Great Khali versus Elijah Burke, of course, the Pope, with Sylvester Terkay. You wouldn't know who that is. Defeated the FBI. Hardy's defeated Eminem. Balls versus Matt Striker and Stevie Richards versus Manny Dupree, but as a dark match.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I've got the Miz sort of saying, would he fake injuries?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got Damian Priest coming out now.
Coming out with his fancy bow entrance, where he like an air guitar but with a bow. That makes no sense, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Damian Priest says, "We know you're lying." Damian Priest likes John Morrison's Moist See versus the Miz's Must See there, teasing some potential dissension. Miz says he's the most durable superstar down in all of WWE.
Yeah. He's never really had any time off. He's been a constant through and through. He's taken time off when he had his child, but that wasn't injury related.
Morrison now just finding out that Miz has been cleared for weeks. Miz saying he had a surge of energy. Damian Priest versus The Miz. Morrison's made the match on Moist TV.
Throwing Miz under the bus.
I'm liking it. Yeah, Damian Priest is he's really coming on, I think.
Yeah.
Doing some great work, but probably the most entertaining performer on Raw right now.
Yeah.
now, Damian Priest pushing Miz into the paddling pool there.
And Miz staying in the paddling pool while shouting it was brilliant fun. Jax said to you, Dawn, that you could be a Damien Sandow.
I'd be fine with that. You're welcome. You're welcome, Jack.
Devin got it spot on. Tensions are rising.
Indeed, good call, man. Good call.
Jack's basically saying where he got his CM Punk sort of fandom from. Followed him a bit in Ring of Honor and then WWE CW when he started getting back into it. Sakai, CM Punk's least favourite opponent, but he did have some scathing comments against Ryback, saying he was an unsafe worker, which I mean, people have said that it was quite a stiff worker, which could be true. Jack said it's illegal to drop trousers and poo on New York subways. That's his fun out the window now.
Yeah, now we know, huh? Now we know.
Yeah.
God, I hate that song.
Yeah.
So overplayed.
I mean, we're getting them phones in the next few days.
Yeah.
And they look really nice, but they're not worth the money. They're just very expensive.
Yeah.
Unless you've got the money to sort of throw away on a gimmick that's slightly tested and slightly proven to work, but not 100%, it is still a heavy risk.
Yeah. Like, what is your favorite phone as somebody that works with phones?
In the phone industry at the minute, I'm rocking one called the Oppo X3 Neo.
Okay.
It's technically the second highest phone they make.
Right.
And it's an Android-based one, very similar to the Samsung, but it runs its own version of Android called Color OS.
Right.
And I put an app I use called Nova Launcher on there, which gives me a custom launcher. Allows me to pick my own sort of icons, my own layout, stuff like that. And I really do enjoy it. Where are you gone? Has your internet gone again, Dawn? So while waiting for Dom to come back, we'll go through a couple more of the comments. Yeah, I agree, Devin. John Morris has had enough of the Miz. I think that them two going against each other would be quite fun. Jack's put Corbin stole my WrestleMania money. What money was that for, Jack? Back on Raw, we've got the Miz on the mic saying that he's wearing Gucci slip-ons on and he can't wrestle with them because of that expensive. We've got Sheamus coming out now. Yeah, Saturday at SummerSlam, we've got Damian Priest versus Sheamus. So Sheamus is probably coming out to get a bit of insider sort of viewing on how Damian Priest is in the ring. Corbin stole your allowance, Devon. Yep. Needs all the money you can get at the minute, I think. And Jack's put, yep, plugged into an internet tree. Plugged the internet into a tree. Yep, that's what it feels like with Dom's internet at times. The money that Jack had go missing was money to go to Texas next year. Until he gets it back, he's going to sell his parents' home again. So we've got Sheamus on commentary now. Miz is playing up his knee again. Damien Priest goes for an Irish whip. Miz falls down. Miz performing in Gucci loafers goes to the top rope and double axe handle, followed up with a boot to the face. Johnny Drip Drip's on the outside, looking as cool as ever. Good one, Jack. Corbin has stolen Dom. Miz is looking really sort of back to normal in the ring, no sign of injury. Damien Priest getting some good kicks in, followed up with a right hand, and then a spinning heel kick. Takes Miz down. Miz gets a big belt in as Damien follows it up into the corner. Johnny Drip Drip sort of teasing the Miz with a drip stick. John Morrison has got sort of heading to the back, leaving the Miz stranded. There we go. You're back. Where did you go?
Hey man, yeah. So I didn't charge my. Oh, hang on. I didn't charge my computer.
Okay.
So basically, I thought I'd plugged everything in, and then I realized I did not plug everything in.
Okay.
So yeah, it's all right.
Damien,
what have I missed?
Damien Priest, sort of winding Sheamus up on the outside by doing the beats of the chest. John Morrison ended up sort of leaving the Miz stranded in the ring.
Cool. So we're gonna get potential Morrison face turn coming up.
Yeah.
Sheamus says he may have a broken face, but he's not going. But Damien Priest isn't going to have a head when Sheamus is done with him.
So while he was gone, gone.
I think Damien Priest is winning that dude at SummerSlam.
Definitely. Jack Bryn comments that Corbin stole you, Dom.
Yeah, Corbin did steal me. I was happy to be stolen by Corbin.
And then because he got to know you, Corbin gave you back.
Indeed. Indeed, he did. We're getting a recap now of last week with Alexa freaking out Piper Niven.
Dewdrop.
I'm not doing it. I'm not calling her that. Alexa Bliss getting a roll
Lily in the corner, winking, really sort of freaking out Dewdrop, causing the sort of distraction. Eve Marie sort of berates Dewdrop, saying that you're scared of a doll.
And now we're getting Eva Marie backstage. Wow, we're getting Eva Marie and Alexa Bliss at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Wow, what a blockbuster match, damn.
Do you think it'll be long before Doudrop turns on Eva Marie?
No.
Definitely not. I mean, I think maybe
we're going to see another thing, another backstage thing where Doudrop's running from Lily later on.
Yeah. I think it could actually happen on Sunday.
What? Oh yeah, potentially.
Doudrop turning.
Alexa's playground now. Yeah, I know, man. I'm not sure what we're gonna do about this whole Alexa Bliss thing.
No.
It just feels a bit, I mean, it's possibly the one thing I'm like, okay, I will see what happens,
Yeah.
But that's pretty sad.
I mean, I think we're both big fans of Piper Niven.
Yeah.
So we want her to succeed well coming out of this storyline.
Of course, yeah.
But apart from that, I mean, I quite like the Alexa Bliss. I know it's not the best overall story.
Yeah.
But it's the one that's the most intriguing, I think, out of all of them.
Yeah, I would say so.
So Gav's back.
I see, dude.
What football match is it you've got the tickets for then?
Disney apparently want to reboot Firefly. Be careful, as I've killed before. Well, Firefly was a very popular series, I know. I just heard today on Twitter I did hear rumors that Firefly was going to be rebooted, but apparently Graham's posted on Soundsphere that in terms of stuff that's coming up that's surprising me, apparently Danny DeVito is writing a Penguin comic book, which I'm dead excited about.
Yeah.
Which would be awesome, because obviously he played the character in the 80s, 90s, I think. Was it late 80s?
91, I think it was.
Yeah.
The original Batman came out, was it 89? Michael Keaton, and then I think it was 91.
Yeah, so that's cool. That's cool that that's happening, and also that the potential is there for Disney to reboot Firefly. Dan, that's
never been into my sort of Firefly sort of TV show, Stargate and stuff like that. But I can appreciate sort of the fandom behind it, and I appreciate that it's got a very big fan base. So if it does get rebooted, for the fans' sake, I hope it is really well done. And it does sort of create a lot of buzz about the show again.
Yeah, of course. It's got a big cult following, hasn't it? The culture of it is exciting. The culture of it is exciting, but it's like when fandoms exist, I think it just create an interesting. People have fan fiction. People have, obviously, like Buffy was a big thing for me when I was growing up. I love Rick and Morty now. I'm quite entertained by Rick and Morty. Can't
go into that.
I mean, yeah, it's a very acquired taste.
Yeah. Devin has got tickets to Raising Hell 3 in September to watch Rikishi.
Cool, man.
That'll be quite good. Gav's football tickets are Wolves and Spurs. I think that'll be a great match. Both teams really sort of solid at the minute. I don't think Wolves have done that much in the transfer market, but they've got a couple of really good players there. Adama Traore, absolute machine. Really, really good player. Jack's put Danny DeVito's Penguin, Mr. Cobblepot.
Yeah, man, classic. A classic
really, really good character, really well played. So yeah, Jack's put Firefly never lasted long enough to go bad. So the small amount of episodes was great, and the film as well.
Yeah, a lot of love for that series around the world. I know. I never really got into it as much, but I know from people's passion about it that it's a hugely popular thing, you know.
Yeah. So Gav's asked, has anyone seen a movie called Saturday the 14th?
No, I haven't. No, what's that, man?
No. From what it vaguely rings a bell. Is it a sort of like a rip-off of Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees type film?
I'll just give it a Google now. Hang on.
Yeah.
Saturday the 14th. American comedy horror film.
Yeah.
Starring real-life husband and wife Paula Prentice and Richard Benjamin. Co-written and directed by Howard R. Cohen and produced by Julie Corman. Cool. Well, I'm sure
Yeah.
that'll be interesting.
So we've got Johnny Drip Drip in the back. Miz confronting him. We've got the New Day in the background, sort of coming into frame and then just walking back out.
Yeah, not sure they're supposed to be there. Well, oh no, yes they are.
Yeah. What are they doing in the background? New Day looks like they've got a new T-shirt out and they've got a big sign saying "Buy our shirt."
In for a squirt, enters Morrison.
Brilliant line.
And now we've got Alexa's Playground. That has been. Is that imposed? Like, you know, the swing. Look at the edges. Like it
I
feels
think
like
it's the
been,
LED board in the background
Yeah.
that's causing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it was on a green screen for a
Yeah,
second,
like
but then
a
I
green
thought, yeah,
screen. Yeah. Dewdrop looking intense.
Dewdrop stealing Lily from Alexa.
Dewdrop is stealing. Yep. Dewdrop looking into the eyes of Lily. Just hands it back. Straight away.
With a look of fear on the face.
Yeah. Just some good acting there from Dewdrop. They're relying on the acting of Dewdrop there.
So Jack's shown his sort of level of love and hate with Star Trek fans. Some are great people, others he wants to popsicle with his stick, which is a great phrase. I love that.
Right, so we're getting another chapter of probably one of the more interesting feuds on Raw, Dan, at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the Mustafa Ali a Mansoor story is one I've been quite enjoying over the sort of past few weeks. Sort of the mentor and the trainee has been really sort of interesting progression. So
Gav's in a match with Mansoor.
Yeah. Gav's put there's rumours that Kane could be swapped for Bernardo Silva. After the performance that weekend, I don't think Man United want to let Bernardo Silva go. And I don't think they want to spend the 160 million on him. So Devin's asked, why did John Morrison get back with the Miz? It was stupid. They've been long-time friends, so a small lover's tiff, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll I mean, I think they'll end up breaking up again.
Yeah.
They will break up eventually, but they're sort of teasing it. They're playing the long game, you know.
Yeah. Probably sort of building more to a sort of Survivor Series type feud.
Yeah.
And saving it so don't have to do it at SummerSlam. Yep, Gav's put, he likes Mustafa Ali, just think WWE could do more.
Yeah, of course they could, man. Of course they could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we say it every time, what could have happened if he didn't get injured going into Hell in a Cell 2018, I think it was, 2017?
Yeah.
When Kofi Kingston took his spot.
Yeah, it's one of those great unanswered questions that we may get the answer to yet one day.
Yeah. He's one person that I could see being built up and really putting on good quality matches because he knows how to do it. He knows how to be an in-ring performer and put on a good classic match. He knows his way around the ring. He knows his way through the ropes. He can do the high flying stuff. He can do sort of good technical wrestling. Have you seen the time, Dom? Just in case you needed to get off to see Emma.
Yeah. It's I'll get off at 3, man. I'll give you. You got an hour. Yeah, I'll give you an hour. Give you an hour on your own.
Okay.
I'll stick with you till 3.
I didn't want to deprive Emma of the Dom.
I know Emma's sleeping, man. Emma's sleeping like a sensible human being. I'm just it's just as long as we wake up together. But I'm gonna leave you in a few minutes. So I can,
not a problem.
So I can get a few hours sleep.
Oh yeah, you've been up. It's going on for sort of 21 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm as much as I love Raw, as much as I love wrestling, I am.
You love sleep more.
I really love. I don't know if I look. Yeah. Maybe I didn't used to love sleep more, but.
That looks creepy and cool.
Whoa. Night House looks creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Just looking at that.
So I think Dom's come up with a perfect name for you. There you go.
What's that?
Dom Hammer instead of Jack Hammer.
I mean, that's fine. I love that.
Yeah.
I give Emma the Dom Hammer. I'll tell her that tomorrow. I'll be like, this is my new nickname. Jack gave it to me. See what she says. Yeah, no. Okay, Love Raw might be a little bit of a stretch. Okay, we're getting some recaps behind the scenes of Chucky.
Yes. Can't wait.
We'll do some live watch-alongs then.
I'll happily do them. I quite enjoy that sort of thing.
I give it a go.
I mean, I'll get you a pillow so you can hide behind it.
Yeah, no, I definitely will.
So Gav's got another great one for you.
Dominator, thank you very much, Gav. Appreciate it, dude. Yeah, I've been called that before, actually.
By Emma?
Well, but by different people, yes.
Okay.
Emma's never called me the Dominator. Not in a sexual context. No one's ever called me, unfortunately, no one's ever called me the Dominator in a sexual context, but there's still time. Time. Ali backstage saying last week you didn't do too bad. Ali watching Mansour's back today. Again, this dynamic, Dan, is quite entertaining.
Yeah, I do really enjoy it. I do think that they need to mix it up a bit because past 3 weeks, it's been some form of Mansoor and Ali versus Mason T-Bar.
Yeah, definitely.
Need someone else sort of to mix it up, just because it's boring now, I think.
Yeah, I don't know how else you would mix it up though, Dan.
Bring a new team in instead. Bring a new opponent in, maybe.
What, someone to team with Mansoor and Ali, or someone to team with Mason T-Bar?
Someone for Mansoor and Ali to go up against, totally different.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. Mace got a clutch in on Mansoor. Big super kick, nice.
Let's have a look. So I'm just having a quick look on the women's roster and looking at it. The only person really that I could see coming out to go with Charlotte is Asuka.
Yeah, but she wouldn't though. She wouldn't though, would she? Because unless she was turning heel.
I don't know. That's the problem. You've got Alexa Bliss, Aliyah, Rey Mysterio's daughter, not on there anymore. Asuka, Becky Lynch, although she's obviously not going to be back, I don't think. Dana Brooke, Eva Marie, Lacey Evans, obviously not going to be back. Nia Jax, Nikki Ash, Rhea Ripley, obviously are going against each other, and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah. Mansoor got the win there. Sorry, I was procrastinating. Let's have a look at that win. So Mace went for a roll up, but then drop kick from Ali allowed Mansoor to roll him up.
Really nice transition from one sort of pinning combination to another with that drop kick included.
AJ Styles and Omos now walking backstage.
There's about a 2-foot size difference between them two. It's huge.
Almost saying he's going to kill the legend that is Randy Orton.
AJ is saying it's going to be the death of RK Bro tonight.
That's definitely, honestly, definitely we're definitely going to see RK Bro solidify as a tag team tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see what
got
happens.
Randy coming out to the ring now.
I'll hang to the end of this match and see what goes down. Randy Orton now coming out, of course, legendary entrance. It's got to be up there with some iconic theme music, Dan.
Yeah, I still think it's one of the sort of most recognisable in WWE at the minute.
Yeah.
I
think it's one of the most recognisable of all time.
Yeah. And I keep sort of flicking between that version and the song he had previously.
I can't remember anything previously.
I'm just trying to remember the name of it. That one was. Was it? If anyone in the chat can remember, let me know if possible.
WWE is coming home, apparently. Blatant rip-off of UK English football there.
Yeah.
That's a sad reference. I know I don't watch any football, but I know it's coming home. I get that. All right. Apparently, Ric Flair attacked Kenny Omega.
Okay, I didn't actually see that. I saw sort of what happened, but I didn't see sort of the aftermath of it. So yeah, that was quite surprising.
Nice. Have a look.
Gav's asked, did WWE ever say who Slapjack was in Retribution? No, we've had no.
Slapjack was
Dominic Dijakovic one.
Used to be a member of TM61. So so you had Mace and T-Bar, which was T-Bar was Dominic Dijakovic.
Oh yeah.
Slapjack was Shane Thorne.
Oh yeah.
Australian used to be in TM61.
Yeah. So if I go through it, that one. The song was called "Burning My Light." His previous theme, and it was the one where it went, "Hey, nothing you can say." You'll know as soon as you hear it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I keep sort of debating which one I prefer. I mean, voice is obviously iconic Randy Orton, but as a song, I actually prefer the sort of previous version, "The Burning My Light."
Okay. I think I remember the title, but yeah, I haven't. I need to go and listen to it. Guys, in the comments, give us your favorite theme music of all time. Gotta love the Fiends, Code Orange. I'm a huge fan of Code Orange. That was great. Dan played that. You played that for me in the car the other day. It was a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Edge Metalingus, brilliant song.
Ric Flair advertising Car Shield on WWE time.
I'd love to know how pleased I was about that.
Well, it was done, I guess, before his contracts ended. So.
Yeah, true.
I don't think Retribution got a big enough push, Gav. You're probably right, mate. You're probably right, but
yeah, definitely. And I think the whole arc of the story just didn't make sense because there was mad at WWE, but then there was fighting for a contract for people that they didn't like working for. But yeah, favourite theme songs, everyone, from WWE stars?
Just a couple. We'll take just a couple. Jack, give us yours. You said Metalingus, Danny.
I do really like Metalingus. Only the one which I know you're going to say is a brilliant one. No More Words.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely brilliant theme.
Iconic theme.
Yeah. Again, sort of, I was speaking earlier on about Royal Rumble 2000. Hardy's theme when they came out, brilliant, massively over, really, really good sort of theme tune for wrestling intros, I think.
Yeah.
Gav's throwing his in. The Sheamus music. Takers.
Sheamus is good, yeah. Takers, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Slow Chemical was good, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, hopefully you guys appreciate what I mean. Chris Benoit's theme by Our Lady Peace was great.
Yeah.
As a theme, it was awesome,
Yeah. Yeah, really, really good. And again, really talented performer in the ring. Shame about what happened afterwards, obviously.
Yeah.
Massive tragedy.
Of course, man. So Dan will be with you for the confrontation between Goldberg and Lashley, the last one before SummerSlam. Also, the mystery partner, Dan. I hope it's very exciting for you, whoever that is.
Me too. I hope it's someone that we're not expecting. Because, like I said, I had to look at the list, and it looks like the only person that would really fit it is Asuka. But it could be one where they're doing a face heel turn on
they
there.
could bring They could bring somebody over, I suppose, from
Yeah.
SmackDown too.
Yeah.
I do miss seeing Kane wrestle. Yeah, Kane was great in his prime. He was amazing.
Yeah. How did you feel about him once he'd removed the mask? Did he lose some of the mystique for yourself?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah. He was, he did well. He did well for himself without it. But man,
yeah,
that mystique was something else, wasn't it? The little mannerisms he developed, like the head tilt and stuff.
Yeah,
creepy.
And I mean,
so creepy.
I watched. I think it was on the Broken Skull sessions when he did the interview on there with Austin. That because at the time he wasn't allowed to speak, he had to get his expressions over, and he actually watched a lot of the horror villains from the slasher like Halloween and Friday the 13th, where they didn't speak, but they gave a lot of personality with their movements, and that's where he came up with the head tilt.
Yeah, nice.
Which is quite cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think when they started doing the voice box thing with him, where he had the little sort of thing on his throat, I think that's where the sort of progression of it lost a bit of mystique, and then they took the mask off and lost a little bit more.
Definitely. Devon feels like it's going to be a squash match, Dan. Wow.
I was just reading that. I thought that's a really surprising sort of take on it, but it's a surprise that I would be glad to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Randy Orton putting over the younger Omos.
Yeah. It's one where Riddle said he was going to be in Orton's corner, but he's not out here yet, I don't think, is he?
No. Almost standing there looking confident. Orton taking a step back, not sure what to do here.
Almost just looks a scary monster.
Went for the RKO straight away.
Almost just throws him off and shrugs him off as if it was nothing.
Orton stalking around the ring. Selling Omos as a big giant.
So I think with Riddle not being out, I think AJ will try and get involved, and Riddle will come out as a sort of stop to AJ's interference.
Yep. Omos really, really winning this test of strength now with Orton. Orton stomping the leg of Omos, and Omos just picking Orton up. Letting that blood rush to his head.
God's put Omos as a giant of a man, got to be near enough 7 feet. I think he's actually just over, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so, man.
Let's have a quick Google.
Yeah, he's huge.
He's billed at 7'3", which
wow,
WWE are known to exaggerate a little bit, but looking at him, he is a very, very big guy. Orton's really putting on some facial expressions to sell this sort of vice grip, death grip.
Yeah.
So while watching this one, Dom, favorite wrestler of all time?
Mick Foley, Mankind.
Yeah. For myself, I would probably go. I think at the minute, probably someone like Jericho.
Really? Yeah. In terms of long standing, yeah.
Long-standing, always kept relevant, but he's always been a professional in-ring performer.
Yeah, of course.
Started off as sort of like the cruiserweight in WCW,
Yeah.
moved to WWE main eventer. Did take him a little while to get there, but still kept relevant, still kept fresh, and he's still at the top of his game.
Absolutely, yeah. It's still an incredible talent.
Yeah. What about yourself, Gav? Who's your favourite wrestler? Jack, Devin, you can add yours in as well. I'll read them out as soon as we get them in. Yeah, another one, good one. Gav's put Hot Rod, Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Oh, nice, yeah, classic, good choice.
Yeah. Probably the best heel of the 80s.
Yeah. You don't really see many people. I mean, a lot of people take inspiration from him. I'm trying to think, maybe The Miz would be the equivalent.
Oh, definitely.
Styles has got caught trying to aid Omos, and now Omos being disqualified.
So I sort of presumed the AJ interference, but I thought Riddle might come out beforehand.
Yeah. AJ Styles now trying to pull Orton up. Orton is lifeless. Omos now in the ring. Really selling the dominating showing from Omos, Dan.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, I think WWE are really trying to promote her as the biggest, most dominant heel in the company.
Absolutely.
And I sort of saw a little article online just with like 3-4 sentences, and it was basically as soon as Omos stepped into the ring, Braun Strowman should have been out, and that's what caused him to end up being released.
Right. Okay.
Is they're going to push Omos as big, if not bigger than Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
And they didn't have space for two monster heels.
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting point.
When you put Strowman side by side with Omos, Omos is about 4 inches taller, 5 inches taller.
Right.
So the monster among men gimmick technically became irrelevant.
Yeah, interesting point. I mean, it's all about character, and I'm not sure Omos has the character that Strowman developed or was able to develop.
No, not yet anyway.
Omos now pulling Orton back in the ring. And now AJ Styles going to pick the bows. You've got to expect Riddle's coming out at some point.
So, Gaz put Roddy Piper, absolute legend, was never afraid to say how it was.
Now Riddle coming
True
out.
wrestling icon one, yeah. Here comes Riddle. Straight into the ring. Basement drop kick through the ropes.
AJ Styles missed the from an old foreign big knee. Riddle. And now Riddle with a clothesline.
Clears AJ out of the ring. Almost about to go into the ring. Sort of a bit hesitant.
Yeah.
I mean, AJ was turned inside out when he got sort of clotheslined over the top.
Yeah, almost wanted to get in the ring. Almost picking AJ up. Almost wanting to get in the ring, but decided to care for Styles instead.
Riddle sort of standing dominant at the end of all of that. Crowd is shouting, "RK Bro."
Indeed. Is Orton gonna realise? Is Orton gonna give in, so to speak? Is he going to realise that Riddle's got his back?
Looks like it.
Orton accepts the hand gesture from Riddle. Riddle really wants his team to wear. What does Orton want?
Orton asking for the mic.
microphone.
Gets the mic.
Respect is something you must earn. Orton to Riddle. Riddle has earned Orton's respect. Good solid promo from Orton. I think Riddle's getting too excited. We might still see an RKO.
Yep.
RK Bro is back. RK Bro is back. RK Bro is back. Riddle and Orton. Are they going to shake or is he going to give him an RKO?
Going to give him a hug, I think.
A shake. Shake from Orton to Riddle.
And there's the hug.
And a hug. Riddle's very happy about that.
Yeah. Yes, we predicted that.
Nice tag team championships.
It's been a long while since Randy held tag team titles, I think.
Yeah, I think it was Harper and Wyatt was the last one.
Yeah.
When they had the Freebird rule, the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, bro, back together, man.
Yeah. So we're getting Karrion Kross in a minute.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll see who is going to challenge Kross before I bounce. Recapping Jeff Hardy's victory against Kross and then his loss. We're going to get the rubber match, which I'm assuming Kross is going to win, dude.
Yeah. If he doesn't, then they're not wanting to build Kross as a superstar.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Gaspar's top 5. Roddy Piper, Macho Man, Jericho, Lance Storm, and Brody Lee.
Nice one.
Some good choices in there. Or would you go for yours, Dom? Top 3, top 5?
Oh, nice. Foley is top. Foley, I would say, then Jericho. Jeff Hardy's one of them.
Yeah.
Let's have a think. Yeah, Hardy, Jericho, Foley. Sean Waltman.
Yeah.
X-Pac, and maybe I'll just put Wyatt in there because I've been such a fan of his for the last 10 years.
Yeah, definitely.
So
good choice.
Kross is it's attacked Hardy backstage, probably setting up for Kross and excuse me, Kross and Jeff Hardy in a bit. Here we go. Jeff Hardy and Kross now. Dude, this is where I'm going to love you and leave you.
All right, not a problem.
Enjoy the rest of Raw, man.
I will do. I'll try.
Take it easy, guys. See you soon.
See you in a bit, Dom. I'll see you probably weekend, maybe.
Yep.
SummerSlam.
Yep, definitely. And then definitely next week's Raw. Hopefully I'll be in better shape. But yeah, see you in a bit, dude. Have fun.
See you in a bit, you take it easy. So stuck with me for the rest of the evening, guys. Gav's put Cross has got a lot of potential. I totally agree. Back in NXT, he was absolutely phenomenal, really dominant. But just WWE seemed to sort of drop the ball first night with him. Me personally, I would have brought him in as a big superstar. Put him straight over Jeff. Jeff doesn't need the win, especially not the way that he actually ended up winning the match. Top 5 for myself, I'd probably go Jericho. Who else would I go for? I've always been a big Triple H fan, so I'd have Triple H in there. I love watching Karrion Kross. I don't think he's a great wrestler. I don't know if he's in my top 5, but I think he's sort of there or thereabouts. If I went back a little bit to Indies, I would go Ricochet. I love watching Ricochet perform. Zack Sabre Jr. Again, someone that I think would really fit the WWE mold. Don't know why, I just think he really would fit in there. Austin, you can't fault his drawing power. It was brilliant in there. Peter, you've just missed him. He's just this minute left. But come all the way from New York City. Thanks for joining us, or joining myself. In sort of my wrestling living room compared to Dom's, my wrestling game room, as I call it. So we're at commercial break at the minute. While you're in, Peter, top 5 wrestlers or your top 3 favourite wrestlers of all time. Dom's done his, Gav's done his, I've done my own. Let's see what we've got for yourself. We're not far off, half an hour left on the show. Once we're done, I'll give it a quick little review. Favourite points, favourite wrestler, moment of the night. And then I shall bid you adieu and see you next time I'm on. So do we think we'll get a 24/7 title match or segment later on with Reginald? Past couple of weeks, it's been one of the best highlights on the show. Really enjoyable, really fun. And with him being an ex-Cirque du Soleil performer, he's really got some acrobatic skills. Happy Khan, no, we're not allowed to show Monday Night Raw because we'd get struck off by YouTube and Facebook. We're basically doing our own commentary on there, our own personal views. There is places that you can watch it online if you've got the platforms for it. BT Sport in the UK is where it is shown. If you've got Peacock, I think it is shown on Peacock in America. But it is also shown sort of on cable TV in America as well. We're just coming back to Raw now. We've got Karrion Kross made his entrance and waiting in the ring. Attacked Jeff Hardy just before he came down to the ring. So it's the third match between the two. It's 1-1. Jeff Hardy won the first one on Karrion Kross's debut. Feet O's on the ropes. Second match, Karrion Kross won with a submission. So third match, if Karrion Kross wins, he wins the sort of overall battle 2-1, which is what we are expecting tonight. It's still good to hear Jeff go back to his No More Words theme. It's such a good song. So he's come out sort of selling the attack that he had beforehand. Stumbling, shaking his head. So there's always a lot of signs for Jeff Hardy in the crowd. Yeah, I can see sort of 3 or 4 already. Bell goes, Jeff Hardy makes a beeline for Karrion Kross. Inverted atomic drop, straight into the leg drop, double leg drop to the midsection. And then basement drop kick straight to Karrion Kross face and elbow drop straight after that. Jeff going for a very quick twist of fate, try and finish the match. Karrion Kross reverses it into submission. It's fighting. Got the submission in. And Jeff looks to be fading quite quickly. And taps out. Yeah, very, very dominant showing. And a bit more of a squash than I'd actually expected. Takes the NXT title, gets his arm raised. So Peter's handful, doesn't care what anyone says. Piper, Niven, Doudrop is hot. Yeah, I can sort of agree where you're coming from. She's worked in Eve, right Girls of Wrestling here in the UK. Run by a brilliant guy called Dan Reed, who ends up sort of coming on our shows on Wednesday night when he does the AEW streams with Ant. Really talented in-ring performer, Piper Niven Doudrop. Eve Marie, big flat to Doudrop. And again, we sort of spoke about it earlier on, me and Don, before we ended up leaving. How long before Doudrop ends up turning on sort of Eve Marie. Gav's put loving AW at the minute, so much potential. Malachi Black, brilliant performer, is fantastic. Can't wait to see Buddy Murphy in AW. I don't know if he's actually signed yet, Gav. There's been sort of rumours of him turning up, but I don't think anything is official yet. Yeah, I agree, Peter. She's got a really nice look. Yeah. I mean, I do sort of like more the sort of rock and goth chick, sort of more sort of, if you could take sort of Rhea Ripley and mash it with Doudrop, Piper Niven, that's sort of what I sort of really do enjoy, what I sort of the aesthetic that I do like. We're now back into another commercial break. Me and Dom spoke earlier on about it. There does seem to be a lot of commercial breaks tonight. In the UK, the limit that they can actually put on per hour is 12 minutes. This just seems to be very, very much higher than that. We're getting a Chucky promo for the new TV show starting October 12th. I'm really looking forward to this. I just think it looks absolutely fantastic show. I love Chucky. I probably watched Chucky when I was probably about 13 or 14, when I was sort of quite a youngster. Really enjoyed it, really found it sort of a good horror film. Wasn't scared from it, but I really enjoyed the character. I mean, on one of the streams that I did, I think it was last week, I've got a big collection of Pop Funko figures, and I've got about 3 or 4 different versions of Chucky. In here, just above my head on the shelves here, are my Harry Potter ones. I've got 4 shelves full of them. I've got WWE ones. I've got 4 or 5 shelves worth of them. I've got Deadpool. I've got a lot of sort of different sort of franchises, ranging from X-Files and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, all the way through to Metallica. Thunderbirds, if you're in the UK, you're probably sort of familiar with that one. What else have I got? I've got a few sort of sports ones. So I've got football players from Liverpool. I've got American football, NASCAR, and then, like I said, a couple of more music ones. I've got some Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance as sort of different outfits on himself. We're getting a promo for John Cena's new movie. Who else is in this as well? I still really struggle to see John Cena with a lot of hair like he has in the movie. Movie's Vacation Friends. So Brad Dourif, he was the original sort of Chucky voice, wasn't he, Gav? Let's have a quick double check on that. So, we've got Michael in. How we doing? Got me tonight instead of Don. He has been in, but he's left a little bit early. He was up very early this morning, and it's his 2-year anniversary with his girlfriend Emma. So he's gone to go see her. We're back on Raw now finally. Basically saying that we're going to have Bobby Lashley and Goldberg confrontation. Probably the end of the show with a physical confrontation between the two. I can probably see Goldberg getting the upper hand and standing over Lashley with a title. Getting a bit of a recap from earlier today on the show with the 24/7 champion, Reginald. Let's see what happens with this. We got another brilliant message for Dom. Happy anniversary from Peter. I'll let Dom know tomorrow. I'm sure he'll appreciate the message. Thank you very much, Peter. My stream is starting to freeze, so if you'll give me a second, I'll just refresh this. 1 second. Michael, Dom's not going to be on the rest of the night. He's stuck with me until the show finishes. He's let me sort of run this one just because he wasn't sure if he was going to make it back from his training course today. So I've been on from the start. He joined me straight away. He did make it back, but obviously, like I said a couple of minutes ago, it's his anniversary with his girlfriend, so he's left me in charge for a change. So you are stuck with me. I do apologise if you're not a big fan of me. I've got it back. We've got Reginald sort of talking about himself, and we've got people creeping up in the background. One with a referee dressed as a tree, and someone else dressed as a bin, which is quite good, quite funny as usual with a 24/7 title. Well, let's see what happens. Thank you very much, Gav. I'm trying my best. Whereas Michael, get in the bin. Not a big fan of you either. I'm only joking. anyone who comes in part of the streams, I do really like to have a chat with you all. I'll try and keep as many comments up on screen as I can for you. You've got Akira Tozawa, and it looks like our truth trying to get Reginald getting pinned for the 24/7 title. Reginald does a sort of flip over his car, gets in and is driving away. Make sure he keeps hold of his own title. So I've got our truth and Akira Tozawa sort of going mad at each other. Yeah, I agree, Peter. It's not nice, but I don't mind. People have got their own opinions. Yeah, I miss Dom too. Whenever he's not here, I do sort of have a little heart, a little sort of Dom-shaped hole that I do miss. It's officially been confirmed now. RK Bro versus AJ Styles and Omos for the Raw Tag Team titles at SummerSlam. Also, Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie. With Doudrop in the corner, which, like I said, I think Doudrop might turn on Eva Marie. From the SmackDown side, the Usos versus Rey and Dominic Mysterio for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Damian Priest versus Sheamus for the United States Championship. What else have we got on Saturday? Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I think that'll probably be the match of the night for myself. And then tonight we've got Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley as a confrontation, which is happening this Saturday for the WWE Championship. So did you do a spelling error earlier on, Michael? Because now you've put you're a big fan of me. Is that because I was nice to you and said I like you when you're in your chat? Gav's put hasn't seen Flatliners in ages. Great movie, but the remake not so much. I've not seen either one. It's about the one where they stop the heart. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, I've sort of seen the trailers for it, and it does look like a great film. The original was meant to be a very, very good cult film with a great cult following. The remake, yeah, with a lot of remakes, they're nowhere near as good as the original. Peter, the mysterious masked Sheamus, yeah, he ended up breaking his nose, put the mask on, and really sort of added a bit more of depth to his character. Similar to Cody Rhodes when he sort of had the dashing Cody Rhodes gimmick. Yeah, the dashing Cody Rhodes was really good character, really sort of good heel. And then with a mask, sort of added another layer onto it. So he's still not a big fan of me. Can I ask why? I don't know what I've done. Is it my accent? My accent sometimes sort of does put a few people off. So I've not got long left of the show. So we have got Rhea Ripley that's just come back out to the ring. We've got Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH in a tag team match against Charlotte Flair and unnamed opponent. We don't know who it is yet. My guess is going to be Asuka. So, Michael, I'm not annoyed. Like I said, people are entitled to their own opinions. If you don't like me, that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to sort of take it to heart or anything like that. If you want to stay in chat, I don't mind chatting. I'll bring your comments up. And we can I'll still have a chat with people. I don't mind what people say about me. I don't take anything personally. Other people think that's going to be Charlotte's tag team partner tonight. Like I said, I think it'll probably be Nikki Ash. No, not Nikki Ash. That's who she's going up against. Probably Asuka, myself. I mean, Becky Lynch is sort of ready to be back, but I don't see it being Becky for some reason. I think they'll save that for next Monday after SummerSlam. Really pop the crowd that night. She could even debut, return at SummerSlam, but I don't think they'll do that either. So we're going a promo for SummerSlam this Saturday night. And then on the Sunday, you've got the NXT TakeOver show. Don't worry about it, Michael. Like I said, if you're not having a good day, that's fine. If you're feeling sick, I do hope you feel better. Like I said, I'm not a malicious guy. If you're having a bad day, I understand people do have bad days, but you don't have to take it out on other people. I'm always going to be nice to people, no matter who's in chat, no matter what you're saying about me. Gav, Charlotte, yeah, she's meant to be a heel. But the way that they're putting Nikki Ash at the minute attacking Charlotte and Rhea Ripley together at the minute, when they're both sort of working heelish, is quite strange. Oh, Peter, Nia, that's a very good shout. That could happen. Let's see how it is. I don't know if you're ahead of me, Peter, but you've picked right. Nia Jax coming out to the ring now. Yeah, I agree. SummerSlam on a Saturday is a very strange occurrence. I don't know if it's to give the performers a bit of a break from finishing on the Sunday, on the Saturday, having Sunday off, and then work again on the Monday, whereas before it was work Sunday and work the Monday. Just gives them a little bit of a break, which probably does the bodies a lot of good. Thank you, Michael. These ones I've had for quite a while. They've got a little bit of a tint on them, as you can see. It's more for when I'm driving. Just stops a bit of glare off any of the road users. Stops a bit of sun as well. I don't mind, Peter. You can say what you want in chat. If I'm a minute behind, it's not much of a spoiler, is it? It's not like you're 10, 15 minutes ahead and spoiling something that's happening in a long time away. Yeah, I agree, Gav. It always gets confusing. Don't know why. It's probably just Vince being the crazy madman that he is at his age. Michael, I don't know why it's on a Saturday and not a Sunday. Like I said, I think it could be just to give the wrestlers a bit of a break after finishing on the Saturday night, finishing the pay-per-view, having a break on the Sunday, and then performing again on the Monday. I'm not sure if that is the reason, but oh well, we'll see. We'll see. We don't know. I think Peter's going some eye candy with Nia Jax in the ring now. So Nia's doing a very Rikishi Stinkface style move. I don't know what they're going to call that one because it doesn't seem to sort of suit Nia Jax. We've got Nikki Ash in the ring going against Nia Jax. Going a few kicks and a couple of chops, a few more kicks in. And Nia Jax with a big clothesline. So we've got 8 people in at the minute. Thank you very much for joining us. I look like Superman. Clark Kent or Superman. So if I do that, do I turn into Superman? Could happen. So yeah, we've got 7 or 8 people in the chat at the minute. If you haven't already, I would ask that you could like the channel, like the video, Subscribe to us. If you want to, share it with any of your friends. Send them our way. It really does help the channel. Really does help us sort of start to grow. So Gav's put, not a fan of Naya. Does say sorry to Peter, but he prefers Shayna. Yeah, out of the two, they're both sort of have their own unique personality. Both very good. Me myself, I do prefer watching Shayna in the ring. I do think that she, when she was in NXT, was a very solid performer. Absolutely dominant, massive heel, really good worker. And then same thing on the main roster when she did get first brought up. But then after that, when she went against Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, I think that was where a bit of the downfall happened. Obviously, I really do like Becky Lynch, but I do think that Shayna Baszler deserved the win there. And because she lost it, she did lose a lot of momentum after that sort of loss. And that sort of really did affect her going forward quite a lot. I'm not sure if you've missed a word out on that one, Michael. You'll have to superhero. If you have another read of it, let me know what you meant, and I'll get back to you on that one. Gav's put, good to see Joe going back in the ring. Yeah, absolutely. After being released early this year and then brought back sort of quite suddenly, I presumed that he would be going straight back into the ring. But being sort of William Regal's helper / enforcer, I thought was quite a good way to bring him back. Build the sort of storyline of him being the enforcer and then wanting to sort of get back in the ring himself really did seem to work. And I'm looking forward to him versing Karrion Kross on Sunday. I do see him winning against Karrion Kross as well. Now Karrion Kross is on Raw, it makes a bit of sense to bring the NXT title back to NXT, put it on a solid performer, someone perfect like Joe, to build up another talent to go against him. That's better. I need a superhero power. What powers do you think I should have then? I'll let you all decide in comments. Whichever one gets the most, I'll see what I can do, see if I can make that happen for you. So if I could have any superpower, myself, I'd probably like to fly. I don't think that flying would be really cool, and it would save a lot of money on petrol for cars, save a lot of time waiting about in traffic queues. Gav, Magnus comes from the same time as you, Karrion Kross. Magnus is the same person. Magnus was his indie name when he was in, I think it was the NWA, if I remember rightly. And yeah, he's a brilliant performer. So in the ring now, we're back on Raw. We've got Charlotte and Rhea Ripley going against each other. Ripley with a big headbutt and a snapmare. Ripley's sort of building some momentum. Going for a big kick to Charlotte, straight to the head. And then Northern Lights suplex with a bridge. 1, 2, and a kick out from Charlotte. 5 minutes from yourself, Gav. That's not bad. Let's have a look. I need to fly and run faster. Yeah, like I said, I'd love to fly. But if I fly, I wouldn't need to run, would I? Monday Night Raw 0 points. I wouldn't go that far. It's been an okay show. Myself, probably 4.5, maybe 5, depending on how the rest of the show goes. We've got Shayna Baszler in the back watching on because Nia Jax is obviously her normal tag team partner. Don't know how she feels about her tagging with Charlotte. So whoever else is in, what superhero powers do you think I should have? Let me know. I'll read them out, and we'll see which ones I can sort of try and make happen. Whether it's some video editing magic. So Charlotte's tagged herself in to the annoyance of Nia Jax. She's taken Nikki Ash out, and then a natural selection to Rhea Ripley gets the 1, 2, 3. So Nia doesn't look happy in the slightest. But Charlotte's celebrating. She did get the pinfall. So at the minute, you've got Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley in the ring, with Nia Jax looking very annoyed. Got Charlotte on the outside, sort of signaling to take the belt. Charlotte going to AEW. Is that because of Andrade being there and Dad sort of showing up at Triple A? We've got AJ Styles in the back doing an interview. Let's have a listen. AJ Nomos. AJ saying that they've beaten everyone. There's no one else to beat because they've beaten New Day. And they're guaranteed to keep the titles against RK Bro this Saturday. So yeah, I think there's a slim chance it could happen. I wouldn't say it's a definite that it will happen, but I do think Charlotte is bred to be a WWE superstar. She's never sort of worked indie stuff, so it's a totally different sort of ball game. But I do think WWE would do whatever they can to keep hold of her. Oh, we've got Goldberg coming out now. We've got the fireworks and he's breathing the smoke. Fireworks going off. So Goldberg getting a good reception from the crowd tonight. Big Hall of Famer. Goldberg chants ringing through the crowd. Metalhead 2020. Thanks for joining us. Well, joining myself. Dom was in earlier on. He was up at 6 o'clock this morning for work. And he did sort of the first 2 and a bit hours with myself. He's been gone sort of about 40 minutes. He's left me to finish the night off for you. So thank you very much for joining us. If you haven't, like the video, give us a share if you don't mind. Andrade's in AEW. He is all elite. He is really doing well down there. Like I said, I don't see it happening, but I wouldn't rule it out because we never know with WWE. Queen Jewel and Roger Taylor, born in the same town as well. So yeah, another sort of claim to fame for your town, Gav. For myself, who's from Hull? We've got a band called the House Martins. If you're in the UK, you've probably heard of them. There was Amy Johnson, big aviation sort of pilot, early 20th century. Who else have we had? If you're a big fan of John Richardson, the stand-up comedian that does stuff like 8 out of 10 Cats, 8 out of 10 Cats does Countdown. His wife Lucy was born in Hull as well. So why is my hair green? It's meant to be more of a sort of royal blue, but because I haven't topped it up for a little while, because I'm getting it redone in a couple of weeks, it does fade a little bit, and because it does fade, it does turn into more of a sort of green, sort of turquoisey colour. So yeah, that's what it is at the minute. But once it's redone, I'll be on stream showing it off. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Gav. Really don't like them. Being from Hull, it's basically law that you have to like them. So, what do we think is going to happen between Goldberg and Lashley tonight? Then, do we think there's going to be a bit of a confrontation, physical interaction? Is Goldberg going to spear Lashley, or is it going to be the other way around? So, let me know. I'll let everyone else know. Got 7 people in the stream at the minute. Thanks for joining me. You are with the Give Me a Hull Yeah Wrestling living room at the minute. We are on commercial break, so once I get back into Raw, I will let you know what is happening. Gav was surprised Norman Cook was a member. Yeah, it didn't seem to be the right fit for him, but it seemed to work. So Metalhead 2020, you'd like to dye your hair brown, bits and pieces can be green. What colour's your hair at the minute then? If you want to dye it brown and you've got like a blonde or anything like that, you should be able to do it quite easy. If you are blonde, you can do just the streaks with the green as well, and does make it quite easy. Michael, we're going to see Spider-Man No Way Home and Spider-Man No Way Home trailer comes soon. You'll have to ask Dom for that one because he's the one that's doing the movie watch-alongs on Sundays. I think he has got plans for the Terminator 1 and 2 over the next sort of few weeks at the end of the month. Once he's done them, it might be something else that he will have a look at for you. It might be he does Spider-Man No Way Home for you. He might do Far From Home. There is a few other options that he could do. If there is anything else that you want to do, please leave a comment on the video and we can have a look, see what we can sort out for you. Gav's saying, let me guess, Vince's going to give that title to Borberg or Oldberg. I actually don't think he will. I think Lashley will end up retaining the title to keep him looking very strong because I don't see who they are building for Goldberg to drop the title to in the future. So we are now back on Raw. We have got Goldberg in the ring, about to cut a promo. Let's have a listen to see what he does say. So he's got something important he needs to address. So Goldberg saying that his son has been brought into sort of the feud the past 2 weeks. So Goldberg saying his son's in the crowd, Gage, and wants the crowd to sort of say hello to him. Goldberg saying that his dad, his son can go watch him, see what Goldberg was, but now he wants to be front and center so he can see where Goldberg is now. I've got an interruption from Bobby Lashley, who's going to come out now, so I'll quickly get through a couple of comments. Gabby goes to Love Lucha Underground. Yeah, where their sort of put on a show was very, very entertaining from start to finish. A lot of Lucha Libre stuff, a lot of high flying. Really, really good fun matches. Michael's put Batman 1989, Michael Keaton's first outing as Batman. Reunion 92 and Spider-Man Far From Home Away. So I've got MVP saying Goldberg's actions normally do the talking. MVP saying that Goldberg has basically got was going to go do his usual shtick, which is go spear, jackhammer, stick his tongue out. Is saying that Lashley is more dominant, more explosive, more vicious than Goldberg is now. So Metalhead, if you've got blonde hair, them sprays that you've mentioned, they are really good. It does give you the colour that you're after with a very easy way to sort of not be tied into keeping it. Whereas this one, because it is a permanent one, it does stay for a while and then slowly fade. Purple hair for Halloween, that would be really cool. Is there any other colours you sort of want to have a look at or go for? So Lashley stepped into the ring saying the house always wins. So Lashley is saying he's going to end the career of Goldberg. So Lashley is saying if you step into the ring, you're in the house of the almighty Lashley. Oh, I'm not going to say that, but Goldberg has basically said it's BS. So if you know what the bull part is, you know what the second part is. Goldberg spears Lashley. Not the sort of strongest spear, though. But again, that happens on Saturday. Who knows what will happen? So Goldberg chants again. Son ups over the barricade so he can be with his dad. So I get through a few of the last comments. Gav and Metalhead are saying hello to each other, which is nice to see. Lashley is a pure beast. Yeah, I agree. They have really built him up from sort of the start of the year. Really made him look like a dominant force to compete with people like Goldberg, which is good. Lashley has to win. Yep, I agree. If someone like Goldberg comes back who's a very part-timer, it just doesn't put the championship over very much. Said a bad word. I'm not going to say the word. Thank you very much, Gav. Would you like to see me do more? What's making you want to see me do more then? Is it anything in particular? Or is it just that I'm sort of really chatty? Metalhead, can't believe we're already in August. Yeah, this year is going absolutely really fast. Yeah, and it feels like a couple of months ago that it was sort of March, April time coming out of the third lockdown in the UK. I've been back at work since April, so I've had April, May, June, July, and August. So we're now sort of 4 months, 5 months back at work, but it just seems really, really sort of fast. It's my birthday in October, and it just seems like it's come around so quickly. Yeah, it's got a bit sort of predictable. I do think that Goldberg will probably only have maybe 1 or 2 more matches, and might even have his final match at WrestleMania next year. Don't know who it'll be against yet, but I do think that will probably be where Goldberg should end it. Whether he does or not, we don't know. We know people have gone on for years after sort of their top prime and a little bit extra. Some nice comments coming through for myself. Thank you very much for everyone that's in. Like I said, it's the first one I've done technically running the stream itself because I'm logged in as the admin to control everything, which is sort of quite nice for me to try and do. Gav's put on a cool guy. I try to be cool. I try and sort of keep the comments flowing, keep everything sort of running smooth, rather than try and rush through a load of comments in one go and let them build back up. And that way, your comments get sort of shown on stream, get your name on there so people can sort of see who you are. Yeah, Dom said about Candyman earlier on. I do think that it will be a really good sort of movie. I am looking forward to it. I'm going to see if I can get him to go to cinema to watch it, but I don't know. That was almost the last one, but it's not. A couple more jumped in. Sorry, just go back a couple. Goldberg's doing it to probably put over Lashley, I think. Really build up the sort of credibility that Lashley will have. Jack. Yeah, should have a sleep. You've had a long day yourself with all the travelling. I don't understand that, so don't worry too much about it. And then Metalhead 2020, yep. It was in January, so zoomed into September like that. Yeah, these go by really quickly the older you get. When you're younger, it seems to take forever. So Jack probably fell asleep because he's had a very long day. Over the weekend and back end of last week, he's been up in Hull from where he normally lives in London. He stayed here on Wednesday night, so I had the sort of good pleasure of having Jack in here. We watched AEW with Sarah, who some of you may know from the streams. Then he's stayed at Dom's, he's stayed at Sarah's for a few nights. And then he's travelled all the way back to London today. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll do my review and then we'll sign off. And I shall be going to get some sleep. I know Jack will probably be doing the same thing as myself. Tonight, my match of the night was probably Orton and AJ. I think that was a really good fun match. Most of the matches tonight wasn't really sort of groundbreaking. Just sort of there to get the storyline across. My performer of the night, probably Riddle. It was really pulling over wanting to get RK Bro back together. And again, same thing for the segment of the night. The hug at the end of the match was really, really cool. Gav has a Doug Bradley signed puzzle box. That's cool. That's really cool. Jack is a good mate. Yeah, he's a good lad. Jack's put lovely in Hull. Everyone should go if they can. We was City Culture a few years ago. I've always lived here. I really do like it. A lot of people do give it a bad reputation, but I do I like the hustle and the bustle of it. When Metalhead 2020 was in preschool, it felt like Friday was 13 days away. Yeah, I know. When you get up and go to school on a Monday, it does seem to take a long time to get to the Friday. When you get older, it seems to fly by. Yeah, we're almost done, Michael. So if you want to hang around for a couple more minutes, we're almost there, ready to leave. Metalhead 2020 did fall asleep about an hour ago, but now he's wide awake. Yeah, after a quick nap, you usually are really late for a little while, and you slowly sort of bring it down in terms of your energy levels. And Gav says, I'm a good mate. Same to you, Gav. Nice to have you in pretty much all night for us. Nice to have a chat about the football as well. I do like my sport, as I said earlier on. I know I'm presuming, a Tottenham fan because you've been to a game a couple of days ago, and then you've got tickets to the Wolves game. It'll be great to sort of have Tottenham v Liverpool later on in the season. No, I was never a big Skull fan myself. I was more sort of the practical side, so I wanted to be doing something physical, which is why I like my technology classes. Strange, but Aaron Hull is so fresh. Yeah, because I'm here all the time, Jack. I don't notice stuff like that. But if you sort of come from outside of Hull, we are on sort of almost on the River Humber, which means that we do get sort of a lot of the fresh water sort of cleaning the air up around the area. Quite late, Ivan, today. We're just about to sort of close off for the night. But we are sort of going to be back on Wednesday night, probably with Ant and maybe Dan Reed for the AW Dynamite stream. Ivan left college to get a job. Yeah. Sometimes you look at it and you think that the job is more beneficial, but sometimes education is always going to be more important in the long run. Gav's girlfriend is an Arsenal fan. Oh, I bet that causes a few arguments. Metalhead 2020, thanks for joining us. Yep, like I said, we are going to be closing down shortly. Thank you very much for joining us for the past sort of hour. All the time you've been in, it's been nice to have you here. Friday, you're going to go swim with some friends. That's cool. Enjoy that. Hope you have a good time. So my parents, both from the UK. My mum lives in America. My dad lives in the UK. Jack's put Mousy Browns. That's who normally does my hair, Jack. Yeah, the person that got yours done, who did yours for you, Lucy, she's absolutely brilliant. The other person there called Leona, who's one that normally does mine, is really cool as well. And she loves doing all of the bright, funky colours like I have on mine. Gav's saying that Metalhead's awesome. You're all awesome. Anyone who comes in and we have a chat with, and if you have a chat with each other, all of you are fantastic. You're all welcome anytime that we're on live. Yeah, I can agree with that one. My dad is a Man United fan himself, and I'm Liverpool, so any derby is a really sort of tense atmosphere in the house. Dom saw the Chucky advert, and he did get a little bit scared of it. And then, yeah, you both sort of saying hello to each other. Was that my mum on Friday? Do you mean on the AW stream when we was on with Jack and Ant. If you don't know, that's my friend Sarah. She's a big wrestling fan herself. She's getting back into it after not watching it for quite a while. So she sometimes pops around here to watch Raw or Dynamite, depending on sort of what she's working and what I'm working myself. Yeah, the nights where your girlfriend or your dad doesn't talk to you because your team won is always a great night. That's not a problem, Ivan. Yeah, she's actually only about 2 years older than me, so either I look really young or she looks really old. I don't mind either way. But yeah, she's cool. She's a good laugh, and like I said, she does like her wrestling as well. So what I'm going to do is try and work out how to do the end credits. So I will be signing off shortly. So if you'll give me a second, I'm going to do an outro. So we'll have Big E. So I will say thank you very much for joining myself and Dom earlier on in the night. Hope everyone has a good week. If you haven't already, like the video, share the video, subscribe to our channel, and leave any comments in the comments section below. Thank you very much, team. Have a good night, and I shall see you soon.
This is Big E from the New Day. Give me that whole yeah. Give it to me. I need it.